podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar over. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another jam-packed show. Let me tell you, we're starting a little bit late. A couple minutes late ain't that big a deal, especially when, you know, you're securing some pretty big interviews to come on the show last minuto, you know what I mean? So we got some treats lined up, plus some breaking news or rumor, right? Sources close to the camp are letting us know that Darmani Rock is no longer with Rock Nation. No. Absolutely. That is what's going on. This is what we're going to be talking about. Plus, we got a bunch of interviews lined up. I'm not going to tell you exactly who Francisco Reyes is. You should know, you know, a.k.a. Paco. But if you don't know, that's why you tune into the Boxing Voice, so you can get educated. We're going to have the trainer of Nate Robinson. Yeah. Keem from Florida's favorite basketball player is what I'm told. Absolutely, yeah. You know, we had BJ Flores on yesterday come in really quick and say, hey, look, we're getting a knockout. We are getting a knockout. And we're talking about Jake Paul knocking out Nate Robinson. So
Say what?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, look, when we got a late start, it's because we're going to have a firecracker morning. You know what I'm talking about? But listen, it is August 7th, so you can put it down in your ledger and remember, you know, because everybody likes to say, oh, this was the best interview. But it seems like you're saying that every day. But look, write this in your journal, August 7th. Another episode. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, don't forget it's Shannon Fridays, too. We should be adding him to the call pretty soon. But Boxing Voice, man. TBV, hashtag TBV Podcast. You know, where you get the latest news and best interviews. And you get the opportunity to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. So let me head on out to my co-hosts and introduce Mario Munguia in Corpus Christi, Texas, and Alexander Lyonez in New Jersey. Gentlemen, buenos dias. What up?
Fellas? Yeah, you know, putting us to sleep. Jay-Z's attempt at taking over boxing. Oh, I said it. Good riddance.
That's
your man stay getting squashed in the rap game and in the boxing game.
Looks like.
But Doomy, let me tell you who my favorite rappers are. All right, it's the Ghetto Boys, Zero, Scarface, and you know what their leader does in boxing, right? Jay Prince, he gets things done. That's why the South is the place where it's at. But you know, it's all good, Ness. You know, Jay-Z fan. It's all good. We know where your alliances lie.
It's all good. I'm just happy that Darmani now is like, if I'm a promoter, I'm on him. You know what I'm saying?
Scooping him.
I'm like an eagle swooping down like champ.
Call
he want.
Call him Falcon.
You know what I'm saying? Because like this is a guy that I've seen up close. I've seen
You been to his fight? You covered his fights before?
no sparring, man. I've seen him sparring, so I know how this kid can adapt. I've seen him with different guys, so it's a matter of what type of trajectory a promoter wants for him, what kind of fights you're gonna get him. I think that he's ready to he's ready for a Carlos Negron. Whoa, what was that?
That's my email going out.
Is it an important interview that might happen?
It's the invitation to an interview that should happen.
Well, there you go. See,
You should invite Jay-Z to boxing. I don't think he ever made it.
Yo, what's up with the Jay-Z?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
He's
I'm
trying
gonna tell you
to
right now.
He's trying to bait me.
I'm gonna tell you right
He's
now.
trying to
Jay
bait
with
me.
jabs this morning.
He's trying to bait me.
Listen, it's not the hate. I'm gonna tell you. I got some things written down here. Look, I want to talk about Darmani Rock and all the.
You can never bait me.
I can tell you all the good things about Darmani Rock. I'm sure we are all going to say all the positive factors of him getting out of this, deal supposedly. But I can tell you what one thing that really hit home for me. Well, he was signed. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not super familiar with Darmani Rock, and I don't mean because I don't know who he is or I never heard of him. We've been hearing about him for years already. I've known him since the youth amateurs. We've been hearing his name. But, I haven't seen him fight a lot at all because his fights haven't been anywhere where I can watch them. Why not? Because of Rock Nation. You know what else Rock Nation never did for him? No media training. Listen, this kid is raw. He's young. He's impressionable. I heard him do a million interviews while he was signed to and everybody would always bring up Jay-Z. And he was so quiet and he was just so soft-spoken. Now, I know in the ring, he's got a reputation for being vicious. In nature, though, he seems like a gentle soul. You know what I mean? He seems like a teddy bear outside the ring and a tiger inside the ring, right? El tigre,
Tiger King.
He's tigre, yo. And so listen, that goes back to Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Like, this was always what you were supposed to do for the fighters. You were supposed to take them into an upper echelon of stardom, right? Now, you couldn't do that with boxing in the landscape, right? 50 Cent, everybody thinks that they're going to come in and throw millions of dollars at the sport and they're going to take it over. That's not the way this sport works. Okay, that's not the way my sport works.
It's only maybe you were watching at the table.
Exactly. Champ. Maybe you were watching HBO Championship Boxing, with Lil Flip and T.I. and whoever else was there at your house, and you thought to yourself, you know what? I could do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. You got to be a hardcore person. But I'll tell you. Exactly. He need more people. Listen, he need more people to do the things for the fighters that he can do. And he can teach them about media training. And he can teach them about how to conduct themselves and how to present themselves in the most marketable fashion to get these sponsorship deals. And I don't want these kids and these guys to get watered down or anything like that. Keep your edge. All I'm saying is get paid. That's what you're in here. You're in here to get these guys paid. And they did a terrible job.
Yo,
he should just quit rapping.
Yo, I don't even understand why my man is going so hard on him. Like, the good news is that
this guy is a wrecking machine.
The good news is that he is allegedly out of the contract. Look, like I got hit up yesterday during the live show. And, I was told this news, and I guess they were expecting for me to break it last night, but I wanted to send a few emails out. Crazy. It looked like Rock Nation is done all together. I hit up Shannon, and not Cannon, Shannon the Cannon, but I hit up Shannon Donahue of Rock Nation and try to get a quote. He like, man, we no longer working with that company. So I'm like, damn, I'm going to have to take the source's word for it that Darmani's out of this deal. And the facts are that, the source is saying that Darmani is out of the Rock Nation deal and that the Carlos Negron fight was just a phone call. There's been nothing else. They haven't accepted it. There's been no contracts, nothing, and that isn't necessarily the route they're trying to go. They're just trying to, and I quote, get it popping, right? So, like, no, I think the word was like, get it rocking. I got to check. But, yeah, I think this is more about, if this is true, where should Darmani go? We just had Bruce Trampler on. He didn't sound too high on Darmani. Instead, he confirmed that Darmani is rumored to not be a hard worker. But I think that Top Rank is the new spot to be at, man. What I once criticized, or I still criticize, because the Top Rank diet is okay for me in the beginning. Like, give the real big baby Jared Anderson a Top Rank diet. Let him develop. Let him gain a fan base. That's what you do. When it's time, cut him loose. Don't keep him on the diet. Don't keep him on a diet like you have others. We won't mention their names, but you know who they are. That being said, that's why I like guys like Efe going to Top Rank, and I wouldn't mind Darmani being over there. They'll take him slow, but give him the exposure needed. You know, that exposure gives you fame and popularity, which later becomes bargaining chips. Look at Edgar Berlanga. I mean, the kid's red hot. He's red hot. And that's the machine behind him. I mean, he built himself up. You know, he was signed to Real Deal Promotions. For those that don't know, don't think that Berlanga is a top-rank creation. He was signed to Real Deal Promotions, which is Evander Holyfield's promotion. Obviously, that went under, and they bought the papers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Berlanga was doing it in the New York scene on his own, and now the machine behind him has only amplified that. And I would love that for Darmani. I would love for him to, you know, because we don't know. And honestly, I said this for Mayweather McGregor when I was granted the, you know, access to the UFC facility, and I just since then have only dreamed of a day that boxing would have something like that for its fighters. And Top Rank is kind of doing that. It's not as big, it's not as sophisticated, but they got the Top Rank gym, and those dudes all use it, and they're sparring there, and there's training there, and it's good for a guy like Darmani, you know, where PBC doesn't have that. Like, there is no PBC facility. You know, they don't have a gym in Vegas that all their fighters can use when they're in town. You know, there is no unity or family there when it comes to a gym, right? Like Sam Watson and his sons have a gym in LA, but you never see any other fighters training there unless it's like a publicity stunt where it's like Deontay Wilder surrounded around 120 people doing fitness aerobics with him.
Yeah, you know, I can't say that things are being said probably by a few, or I don't know who, right? But obviously some feel that he's not training as much as he should and stuff. But I don't think it translates when he fights. You know, when I see him fighting, he's knocking guys out, and I don't see him tire. You know, he has a good amateur background. This kid's been fighting for a little bit, you know. I think that, you know, sometimes we, as you know, when we're fighters, we get complacent a little bit, you can say, and maybe we're just fighting just because we know we got the skill, we got the power, so you know, we know the guys that we're getting lined up with, so you know, it's like, well, I'm gonna handle it, you know, I don't gotta work as hard. But I think that attitude will quickly change once that step up in competition or the opportunity comes, because I don't see him as a guy that wants to lose or likes to lose. I mean, nobody wants to lose, but not a guy that likes to lose. And who likes to lose, right? But you know what I mean. Guy's competitive. I seen him spar. He's competitive. If you see some of the tape that's out there, you know, because Mario obviously covered that. They didn't put him out there like that. You'll see that he's knocking guys out. So Nate with a good opportunity, Top Rank, you know, any of the big promotions, PBC, anybody that would pick him up, I mean, I think that his interest or the spark will come back, you know, and you'll probably see him working harder and trying to be great.
Here's my problem with him going to Top Rank right away. Here's the thing. He needs to get signed right away. He needs to get his career. Him and his team has done a good job. What was his manager's name? Damn it. What's his manager's name? Ness, the Hispanic guy?
Who?
Darmani Rocks.
Yeah, Darmani Rocks. damn it. Oh well, whatever. It'll come to me. Listen, they've done a good job of putting him out there and getting him as much. Manny Rivera, that's what I was thinking of. They've done a good job of putting him out there and getting him exposure on their own and stuff. So I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about though is if he were to sign with Top Rank right away, does that is it negated by the fact that FA just signed? Like does he get lost in the conversation of people trying to pit PBC versus Top Rank versus Golden Boy? Like does that conversation outweigh the significance? Him going to PBC, they're all good places. I think though, in all honesty, Top Rank would work best in the sense that they would give him that diet. They would handle him with not kid gloves per se. I don't think he needs that. But I do think he needs some more development. Look, the guy was a super heavyweight in the amateurs, and he does have an incredible amateur career. The thing about super heavyweights, though, is they never have to make weight. He's come in as high as 289, guys, in the pros. Okay, and that's a starch difference from 248, 247 just 3 years ago. So this is a guy who, he weighed 278 in his last fight against Lorenzo Smith. He weighed 289 in the fight before that, which was in June of 2019 against Raymond Oching. I don't know how to say that. And 275 against Mike Bissett. Like those were all in 2019 and 273. Those were 4 fights he had in 2019, and not once did he come under the 270 limit. I mean, not limit, 270 weight. So, I'm not saying he's lazy because he's clearly not. He's built to fight. He's got, what I've heard, an engine. He punches hard throughout all rounds from what I've heard. Like, he's a guy who is built to fight and built to last. But how much better would he be if he were to treat it, not like he's going to gotta hit a certain weight, but in a sense, like, yeah, I want to come in at a certain point. He's already a big guy. He doesn't need those, 20 extra pounds to be a big guy, and if you want to do that in a specific fight against a guy who you're giving up size to, okay, fine.
Look,
but strategically, he needs to put himself in better condition.
We found out soon. I mean, real quick about, being body beautiful in this sport.
Sure.
It don't really matter,
Sure.
But what it does matter is putting in the work in the gym. Are you putting in the rounds? Are you putting in the work? Not everybody's going to have that golden ratio V shape and looking like my man's AJ. Kudos to him, for the genetics, but not everybody's built like that. And this kid, like you said, he moves, he has an engine, and he really does, and he does punch hard throughout all the rounds. I've seen him spar up to like 8 rounds, probably
which
10
is rare. Which
Yeah.
is rare. Like even at the heavyweight division, people don't punch hard. Like you get tired. It's
Yeah.
not normal. You know what I mean? So
it's a damn, I forgot what the heck
I'm so sorry. My bad. I wanted to make that point. Like people could say, oh, he punches hard throughout but like you don't understand how big a leg that is up. And by the way, that's one of the first things that anyone told me about him. Yo, I sparred this kid and he was punching just as hard in the first as he was in the 8th. Like no slow down. Like even if he's tired, he's still hitting you with the same force. I've heard he's got very very sneaky power in the sense that, there are times where he doesn't seem to throw, like he doesn't seem to put everything in a punch and he still lands it really hard. He's still putting, guys on Queer Street. So I think that at the end of the day, when you look at his body of work right now, the totality of it, 17 fights, 12 KOs, that's very impressive, but he has so much of a ceiling and upside that at this point, we don't need you to fight this big name to get your credibility. We don't need these, big names, top 10, top 12, top 15 in the division yet, because he's already had so much media exposure. You know what I mean? Like Philly knows this kid. Let me tell you one of the biggest things to happen to his career. Okay, he was on the Philly card when they did the Dallas versus Philadelphia stuff, and that was during the Eagles. Damn it, when was it? It was during the Eagles-Cowboys game, right? It was that Sunday, and that Saturday or Friday, they held a card, right? It was a Broadway boxing, or not Broadway box. It was one of those cards in the East Coast. Anyway, all the fighters, it was like Philly versus Dallas. Like, yo, they got so much exposure. I had fans of Dallas Cowboys talking to me about that. I'm like, you don't even know who this dude is. Like, what are you talking about? Oh man, he's talking down on Dallas. Like, man, shut up. Like, you don't know. But that's what I'm saying is like they've used marketing tools to their best ability. And that's where my heat with Jay was coming in. And not Jay, but Rock Nation as a whole. You know, because they dropped the ball so many times where the lights were on this kid. You know, even I think Des Bryant retweeted one of Darmani Rock's tweets, you know, when they were talking down on Dallas. Like, this kid had so much going for him. And at the end of the day, he still has a very high ceiling, you know, so he's got to land in the right spot.
Yeah, and again, look, like I said, I'm more worried about, you know, is he putting in the work in the gym so that when he's given this opportunity or opportunity comes by, he's ready for it. I don't know. It would be really, really nice, man. I mean, I think Ness, what time or when?
When what are we talking about? What time or when what?
Are we gonna have somebody in the camp come on?
For Darmani?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because I know that many.
I mean, Darmani and his father, they're not interview people, bro. You know,
yeah.
Nah.
Well, you know, the invitation is open, Mr. Darmani Rock. You know, you're welcome here. And you know, remember when Nikita had his first press conference? You know, White Chocolate over there at the Dazn.
Yeah.
You remember that? You remember that? You saw how he kind of messed up a little bit, and he was up there, but like everybody started cheering him, man. Look, this community, this boxing community, it's a lot tighter than people think, and sometimes the press is given how do you say a bad look. At the end of the day, we're just trying to report, man, and never trying to put anybody in an uncomfortable situation or put them in a situation where we're gonna ask them uncomfortable questions. So, you know, just putting that out there, champies. But yeah, still excited for him. I think that, you know, it's one of Philly's hitting little gems, you know what I'm saying, in the sport of boxing. If you could get him in better shape, Mario, you're going to have a straight monster. He's a monster now, but you get him into some type of like, you know, super conditioning and all the good stuff, good dieting and all that stuff. You give him a good opportunity. I'm pretty sure this kid's going to be really, really motivated. He loves fighting. And Ness has interviewed him before, like you said. If you look up some of the interviews on the Boxing Voice YouTube, you can go ahead and see when he first came up as a prospect. You know, how he talks about how he loves fighting, and you know, it's in him. It's definitely in him. Like I said, guys, sometimes we get complacent, man. Sometimes we're fighting, you know, according to whatever they're putting in front of us. So we know that our talent is pretty high, and we settle. You know, and you know, sometimes we need to get motivated as fighters. We need something to look forward to. And, you know, a new opportunity, big money, a chance at the stage where I'm going to be seen, you know, by many and be recognized, you know, start pulling in that support. I think stuff like that can definitely motivate Darmani to work, you know, twice as hard.
Yeah, so I heard Mario say that he thinks that Darmani may get lost in the top-ranked Saul. So where would you guys rather see him? And real quick, you know, Brandon, I'm going to really have to start charging you to school you, you know, because you're in the chat with your propaganda that there is no top-ranked diet.
I saw it, and I was like, he's going to come after Brandon, but it's all right. Go ahead.
No, because it's propaganda. Facts are this. Tyson Fury signed with Top Rank and fought Tom Schwartz and Audible Violin. Okay. Mm-hmm. Facts are Josh Taylor signed with Top Rank. Facts are Josh Taylor signed with Top Rank, and he's rumored to be fighting a dude from Thailand. Facts are.
Wait, who'd you say? Joseph Parker?
Josh Taylor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Josh.
Facts are Kurbet Pulev signed with Top Rank and so far has fought Bagdon Dinu and Rodell Booker. Rodell Booker spent 10 years in jails, 38-ish. Bagdon Dinu was Big Baby's leftovers.
I agree. Those are good fights.
Facts are Kradratulo Abdurakhorov signed with Top Rank, and he got Kieta Arbora and Luis Collazo, who's 38 years old. Facts are, you know, Brian Jennings when he signed with Top Rank in 2017. got Deveco and Dimitrenko, and then finally Oscar Rivas, who was unknown and undefeated. Unknown, though. That's just facts. I don't even want to say the current because I'm not trying to offend fighters. I learned my lesson with Earl and with Crawford. But there are current fighters right now, if you do your own research in Top Rank stable, that haven't fought anybody and are champions. You know what I'm saying? So please, that diet, like Magdaleno, like Magdaleno, right? I ain't saying he ain't fought nobody, but the diet was at Becco. He came out of Ghana and upset him. Then we got put on at Becco. Then Barry Hunter started training him.
That's a good thing you're saying,
then
right?
Top Rank signed him. No, the diet went wrong, though. That's what I'm trying to say. He was a diet. Diet.
I get what you're saying in that specific instance, that specific example, but overall, you're saying that's what Rock needs, right?
Oh, absolutely. Development. He needs development, and that's what Top Rank gives you. We talked to Bruce. We talked to Bruce. I understand better now. That's what Top Rank gives you. They develop you, and they want to see and make sure that you're ready before they let you loose, so to speak. Did Francisco jump
before
on?
they put their investment at risk?
And here's the thing: there is no promotional company that doesn't attempt to do that.
Well,
sometimes successfully,
some would
sometimes
say
not.
Some would say that others do it a little faster, though.
I think it's a case by case basis. I mean, you could look at a career like Canelo. Some people would say, "Yo, they pushed him really quick when they put him in with Trout and Lara."
Nah, man.
And some
he had
people would say,
fights.
man, he already had 175 fights. Like it was about damn time.
Yeah,
so it's just like
I
don't know. It's to me, it's opinion.
I think the people that say that Canelo was pushed would be non-boxing fans. Like Canelo had 30-something fights at that time, bro. Like,
well, listen, I think that non-boxing fans are the ones that say that about Canelo in the first place because it's like they forgot his 154-pound career and only started watching after during Kovalev. But the point I'm trying to make about that though is that regardless, like there is a plan, and it's not a top rank plan because I'm not going to give them credit for that. I'm not going to say that they invented the idea of being a fighter by, feeding him,
I think
food.
they did to this extent. Like, to the magnitude that they do it, bro. Come on, bro. They don't
Listen,
cut the
I
leash.
wish I was enough of a historian to give you like hard, solid facts right now to tell you why, they aren't. But
Bro.
I can't. But all I can tell you is that I've been hearing these complaints since I was 5-6 years old. I've been hearing, old Hispanic men talking crap about boxing and how they don't let the best fight the best. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't think Top Rank invented it. Like I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Bob is that old, but at the end of the day, he is seasoned. Like he knows what he's doing. But sometimes he just does it too much.
I totally agree though with that developmental aspect of Top Ranks in all the matchups, man. I mean, that's what you would say that they prepared Crawford, right, for like the ultimate battle now. Like, like how much, like what do you consider developmental fights? Like the first 13 fights a fighter has?
It depends who they're in there with, but it looks like we got our first guest on, Francisco Reyes, a.k.a. Paco. Paco, if you could turn on that camera, and hopefully we could get this going. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, man? How you guys doing? Appreciate the interview.
We're good, man. We're good.
Champ.
First and foremost, we want to thank you, obviously, for taking out the time to come on the program and talk a little bit of boxing with us so early. You are on the West Coast.
Yes, I am, man. We're up and running already. My guy Nate, he already got in 6-7 miles in already. So,
damn, he ran 6 or 7 miles today.
Yeah, I think so. He's a natural athlete. Playing all that basketball, he's always been in shape. He's been in good shape. But you gotta get down to the basics of boxing and get him going. You know what I mean?
Well, before we get into Nate Robinson and his fight with Jake Paul, I want to just start with you, find out when you got started and how you got into boxing, because I've seen that you're obviously were a fighter before. So if you could just give us your story.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. I started boxing at the age of 13. You know, everybody, my family boxed. Mexico City is where we're all from. My dad boxed as a pro. My uncles, my cousins, everybody got into it. It's a family tradition to put the gloves on and stuff. I had about 60, 70 amateur fights and 12 professional fights.
Nice.
Wow.
And you are Mexican descent?
Yes, sir. We're from Mexico City.
Okay. And you're out in
Salute.
Seattle, right? You're in Seattle?
Yeah, we're out of Seattle.
Does it really rain that much over there, or is it like, people exaggerating?
It rains too much. It rains a
Oh,
lot.
Rains
man.
a lot, right?
It rains a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch
had a
Frazier.
decent summer though.
So you got to do your road work inside, like on a treadmill most of the time? Or?
We going outside. We're going in the snow, the wind, the
Oof.
rain. We're going
Word.
Yep.
Damn.
So-
Nothing like running outside.
I was going through your
Yeah, fresh air,
Instagram,
man.
and you seem to have trained a few fighters that have made it on television in some good fights. If you could just obviously let us know who you've been working with and who you've worked with in the past.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we've had a number of decent amateurs and pros. One of our best professional fighters was Chris Reyes. He fought one of the Mayweather cards, on one of the TMT promotion boxing cards on Showtime. I think it was in December that he fought.
Super featherweight?
Lightweight, 135 pounds.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, he's now training with Joel Diaz.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
fought. Who did he fight? He fought Filipino guy. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Why'd he switch? He relocated to.
Yeah, he just relocated. I guess, man. Things happen.
Man, we interview a lot of trainers. I think who were we talking to? Pedro Diaz Tuesday, and we were talking and asked him about how he felt when Cotto left him, and he's like, I learned early on that you don't get attached. Even Ronnie Shields said that. We had Ronnie, I think, Wednesday. And he said, we don't get attached because Ronnie just lost Efe Ajagba, and obviously Pedro lost Miguel Cotto. Now you're saying you lost the fighter. And I told all those guys, I would take it personal. Because it's like you
but they didn't at all.
Yeah, they didn't. But you invest so much time and energy, and not only that, love. Like you become friends. You look out, you give a guy a ride, you go out to eat with him, and all of a sudden now we cutting you off because of business. Now I want to wring somebody's neck.
Yeah, no doubt. No, yeah, you do get attached. It does become like a family thing. You sleep with them, you eat with them, you train with them, you do so much. But yeah, it's just one of those things that happen, and you just got to keep moving forward. You know what I mean?
So was Nate your boy before boxing or because of boxing?
Because of boxing.
Gotcha.
Nate, I got introduced to Nate by one of his longtime friends who also fought for me. His name was Kevin Loyal. Kevin Loyal told him about us. We got on the phone with him, and then just went from there.
Okay. Listen, I've seen the pad work. I've seen some of the footage that's been floating around, and he looks good to me. Like he really does. Like, I mean, listen, an athlete is an athlete, right? But an athlete isn't always a crossover type athlete, but he looks good.
Yeah, he's a natural athlete. He also played football, basketball. His footwork is good. So what we're doing is just getting down to the basics, the jabbing, the movement, and just getting his body used to what it's like to just naturally move. Throw your jab, use your head movements, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Would
Hey,
you-
I wanted
his
to ask
reach?
you
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
because I was gonna go right into that, Mario. I seen Nate and I'm looking at him, and he's the shorter fighter.
Yeah.
He's not the lengthier fighter in this fight, but he's explosive. I mean, this guy's won dunking contests. You know what I'm saying? My man's can jump, so those calf muscles and all that power, if you put it into boxing, it could be explosive. I'm just wondering, are you guys working on that? Because Jake is taller, lengthier. He's going to be the guy having to work to come on the inside and let off some shots. So just wondering how you guys are going about that to kind of nullify that reach.
For sure. Like you say, he's explosive. We're just keeping it basic, head movement, using our jab. Once we get on the inside, just start from the bottom, going up, body work, head movement. Our plan is to work that body. That way we could take some power away from Jake. I seen some of Jake's stuff. He knows what it seems like. He knows what he's doing a little bit. You know what I mean? He's not. He hasn't fought or none.
Well, I think, and I don't know if you agree with this, but I think that what he really has over Nate more than anything, I think, is being under the lights.
Exactly. What I was too. I was like, he's been under the lights twice. He has that experience, that exposure. But like I say, Nate's he's played for the NBA, so
that's what I'm saying. Does it get bigger than that, really? Like,
you get in the ring, it's not the same thing as a basketball court, but he knows what it's like to be under some sort of pressure.
That helps. Yeah, that was what I was going to lead to. That must help.
And now thinking about it, playing for the Knicks at the time he did, there probably wasn't like a lot of games that truly mattered, if my history is correct. But that said, it's the NBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't get bigger than that. I don't think that listen, I obviously you would know more, but I just don't think that Nate's going to get, I don't think he's going to start drowning under the lights. But ultimately, what kind of game plan do you go into with a guy who, you're fighting that doesn't have that experience either? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, we're giving him the best we can. The sparring, like I say, keeping it basic with boxing, nothing too crazy, just basics, jabs, basic fundamentals, footwork. And
how many days a week y'all sparring?
He's sparring about 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
Yeah, okay. 3 or 4 times a week. He's doing a solid 6 rounds already. So he's doing 3 a day sometimes. He does his running in the morning, strength and conditioning in the afternoon, some boxing in the evening, or we'll switch it up.
So we had a professional handicapper on last night, and he essentially told us that we can sell our cars and our houses, we could mortgage our wives' rings, and put it on Jake for the knockout. Response to that?
Not only him, but remember, BJ Flores came on and said...
Oh, yeah, but BJ is going to say that.
Well, I mean, look, you're going up against BJ, right?
Yeah, nah, we're gonna win. We're gonna win for sure. I was looking at some of Jake's fights. He hasn't been in there with that much of an athletic guy. You know what I mean?
No, you're absolutely right about that.
That's true.
He's gonna look good. He does look good, but Nate's a different fighter. He's a different athlete. He's a different person, and you guys are gonna see that.
That's what's
Francisco,
up.
would you say this is your coming out party, or do you think you've had a higher profile fight on your hands?
This is probably one of our coming out parties for sure. The boxing world didn't really get to know Chris and who he was when he fought with us, but
it's the champ. It's the champ. Hey, champ, I had to add you because I know you know Logan Paul. And we got Francisco Reyes on, a.k.a. Paco. He's training he's going up against Logan's brother, Jake Paul, with Nate Robinson. So I want to introduce you to Nate Robinson's trainer, obviously Francisco Reyes, and we're talking a little bit of Jake and Logan.
Doing? I'm good, champ. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you.
All good. Let's go, champ.
Let's get it.
So champ, what could you tell our guest today, trainer Francisco Reyes, in terms of, obviously you've been in camp with Jake's brother. How good is Mr. Jake Paul?
Jake pretty good, man. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? Like, he got some hands. He been training. He been training consistently from what I hear. I'm not training him anymore. But he is training. I heard he's training really hard. I know he had some issues in the last couple of days. I'm sure everybody's seen that.
Yeah. But wait. You used to train Jake and Logan?
Yeah.
Okay. So he with BJ now.
Yeah, I know BJ.
So I mean, come on, give Francisco some of the weaknesses. Does he run? Does he not like to run? Does he keep his hands down? Like, what's up, champ?
I wouldn't do nothing like that, champ. I wouldn't do that to Nate. And I wouldn't do that to Nate, and I don't even know Nate. But listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a Nate Robinson fan to the death. You
Yeah,
feel me?
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he that was the New York, you know what I'm saying? New York Knicks, baby. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
he used to get it in them dunk contests.
What? Man, listen, awesome player. I watch his show. He do a lot of shows where he go to people's crib and talk to them. What's the name of his show?
I don't know. You know, I'm only boxing. I'm more Nate because he
He
boxing.
got a YouTube show though. When he go to visit people's house, he went to Rick Ross' house. He
Oh.
went to what's my man? My coach. What's the name of the show?
Nah, I wouldn't know, man.
Okay.
Francisco
I'm gonna
like
have to
us. You
check that
a
out.
boxing
Yeah, I
fan.
gotta check that out.
Yeah, he got a dope show where he goes and he visits like celebrities or people and he check out their crib. It's like MTV Cribs, but it's fresh.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, dope dude. I think it's a good fight, but I don't know how much experience Nate got if he had ever did this before or whatever. But I know Jake's training hard, my boy, so you better get him ready.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're getting him ready. He hasn't been in the ring like that, but he's getting the sparring. I don't know if you guys heard of Steven Villalobos. He's also gonna be sparring with him.
Okay.
He just lost to what's his name at Palm Springs on one of the Golden Boy cards. What's the guy's name? 147 pounder.
Virgil?
No, not Virgil.
174 pounds.
147.
He said 147.
Oh.
He fights for Golden Boy.
But coach, what? So who else other than Steven is Nate sparring with? Because you know Jake is pulling out all the stops. You know they got the money to train with everybody and get everybody in there.
No doubt. We have good sparring at my gym too. You know, a lot of great and good fighters. You know, plus we got like I say, fighters out of Tacoma who've been in there with some good fighters. You know, some national champs that were some national amateur champions from Washington. You guys might not know them because they ain't pros or they ain't top pros, but we're getting in some good work.
Champ. Let me ask you a question, coach.
Yes, sir.
This is gonna be Nate's first time in the ring, right?
Yep.
And when is the fight?
September. He on the undercard, champ. You ain't know that? They on the Tyson undercard.
Nah, I know that. That. I'm just saying. I just forgot the date.
Okay,
they won't
September
put me
12th.
on the undercard.
You're gonna have to show up.
They don't want you to steal the show.
You're gonna have to show up and say you want the winner.
I said, yo, put me on the undercard. They was like, okay, we gonna call you back. I come in here and start turning over tables and shit. They said, nah, champ.
Oh, you went Ice Cube on him?
Nah, he went Tazora.
Damn.
They don't want no parts of the champ. But listen, champ, coach, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
This is Nate's first fight, right?
Yeah.
Has he really been sparring like because let me tell you something, man. Jake coming for him. You feel me? Jake, he trying to prove something. Yo, Nate's an athlete, right? He played basketball. He could jump. He's super athlete. This is boxing. He got to be in super shape, coach.
Yep.
He got to, because you know what's going to happen, coach? Fight night, you know, it's Mike Tyson's fight night. You know, I don't think it's going to be a big crowd, but the energy, the nervousness,
anxiety.
Right? Now, listen, Nate is a pro basketball player, and so he's a professional at something. Now, hopefully, he could carry on that same pro mentality, professional mentality into boxing. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something, coach. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You feel me? Because I'm a Nate Robinson fan. When you get hit on fight night, it's a little different.
Yeah.
You know, like the video games when your meter go down. You know when they get hit and the meter go down in the video game. When you get hit in the boxing ring, that shit go down. And if they hit you to a body, it go down even more. Your adrenaline and all that shit. So what Nate got to do is, I'm just giving my advice for a new guy. Work out first. Listen to me. I'm giving away a secret. Work out first. Do your running. Do everything. Do your bag work, your pads, everything. Kill him first, and then put him in the ring to spar with somebody that's not going to take advantage of him. The reason why, coach, because you never fought before. When you get in the ring, all your energy go down.
Yep.
You got to get used to fighting tired all the time. So this is what happened with me. Because I didn't have a lot of amateur experience, and because I wasn't consistently in the gym coming up, I was like, man, I got to figure this shit out. And I had to figure it out. And guess who? And not only, listen, I ain't make this shit up. Guess who I found out used to do that? Muhammad Ali.
I was gonna say Ali too, just as a guess. Champ, when you say then put him in with somebody who isn't going to take advantage of him, do you mean somebody who isn't as good that can't hurt him, or do you mean somebody who's really good but knows how to give him the work without going
someone that won't take advantage, that has the knowledge not to abuse somebody, you know, just work with you.
Great question, Champ. And great question. I'll answer that. My opinion, I'll answer that by saying this: both. Some days, first, wear his ass out. Go run 10 miles, come back, hit the bag, hit the pads, hit the speed bag, jump rope. Then he said, man, I'm dead fucking tired, bro. I know. Don't even let him know unless he's watching the show. They say, come on, champ, you're going to spar a little couple rounds. Only 3 or 4, light. The first day with somebody that's really, really good, but not going to take advantage of him, right? And as he start building that up, then a dude that's less than him, let him go all out when he tired. See how he feel with that. Now, I'm sure if Jake and I'm listening, and I'm sure his people know, but that's how you get a new guy to get his nerves out. That's how he builds his confidence, because that's what's going to happen now when fight night comes. He going to be like, damn, I ain't just run.
I've been this.
Yeah. I ain't just run, because he going to shit bricks when you say spar after all doing all that. You got to destroy him, though, before. Then he say, man, spar? Now, I just worked out. Yeah, it's all good, champ. Just a little something light. He gonna be like, damn. Or he might be like, okay, let him go. Or let him go. Now, what's gonna happen over time, coach? His confidence is gonna build. Because if you can fight tired, or when you think you tired, if you can fight tired, you can do anything in the world.
Yo, Cannon. That's crazy you say that, Francisco. We just had Rashidi Ellis or someone who sparred Canelo. And they told us that that's what Canelo does, that he runs, he even does strength and conditioning sometimes before sparring, just so he could
was Rashidi.
Just so he could be tired before getting in the ring, so that when he gets in the ring on fight night, he's nowhere near as tired as he was during training. Insane. What are some of your regimens that you have your fighters do, kind of like what we're talking about, something that you may consider unorthodox or something that you think other trainers don't necessarily do, but you find, pivotal or fundamental?
Oh, like just like he was saying, push yourself to the limits, get out of your comfort zone, and then keep going from there. That's honestly the only way that you're gonna be successful during fight night. What you want to do is you want to be in a harsh environment as far as training, and then once you come to step into the ring during fight night, it's easier.
Yo, Francisco, let me ask you, do you think this is going to be a one and done for Nate regardless of the outcome, or do you think it's going to depend on the outcome?
Oh, no, he ain't going to be one and done.
He's going to continue no matter what.
Into the gym, he's happy, he loves it, he enjoys it. We're having fun. It's not going to be one and done for sure.
Yo, Champ, do you think that there's a market for like a league like this where it's like guys that aren't just novice, off the couch, like what was that old tough man contest or whatever it was? You remember that? Nothing like that. I'm talking about guys who have the ability to train, work hard, but aren't professionals.
Yes. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
It brings a different crowd into the boxing.
Definitely, game. Yes.
Fact.
It's called Border Wars.
That's right.
Border Wars is a thing that the Boxing Voice Nest started about a few years ago, and we've been getting people together. They train, they ultimately fight with headgear, of course. 16-ounce gloves.
But you gotta look at it like this, man. How many times do you post something on your Instagram and a guy's like, oh man, he ain't let his punches go. Oh, Danny Garcia will knock him out. So
I would have thrown more punches.
He's a bum. So we wanted to get those very same people, give them an opportunity to get inside of a ring for 3 minutes and understand what it's really like. And actually, we had to lower that. We had to go to 2 minutes. The second time we did it, we held it in Kevin Cunningham's gym in Palm Springs in Florida. And he was like, nah, you guys got to do 2 minutes because it's just too dangerous for people at that level.
Like that?
Huh?
Have y'all been in the ring?
Hell yeah.
That's the
I
champion
legitimately spar.
of the heavyweight
I legitimately
division.
spar, man.
Yeah, I'm an amateur.
Doobie trains. Alex trains people too.
Yeah.
He's Ness's trainer.
Yeah.
I never been in there yet.
I'm trying to spar with the champ. I'm trying to spar with Shannon so we could get 1 million views. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, champ.
But Francisco, man, we got a few questions from the people. They knew you were coming on. We got George Foster in the UK that says, "Is Tyson Fury the most complete fighter out there right now?" Your opinion?
So. I think he's the best heavyweight right now.
And we got George in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas says, "Is Teofimo being ducked by Lomachenko in your opinion?"
No.
That's a low offer they gave him, no champ. That's
Hell
a low
yeah. Tell him, champ. Yeah. Tell him, champ. I've been saying that all week.
Man. Don't do the kid like that, man. Get a boy, at least get a boy $3 million.
Exactly. Facts.
Come on, man.
Bro, he about to unify and they trying to give him 1.2. Broner be getting that for tune-ups. That's crazy.
That's a diss. That's saying you really don't want to fight him, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? That's what I say to guys when they call me, offer me stupid money. I'll be like, you didn't really want to fight me. What you wanted to do was say you offered to fight me, and I said no. But tell them why I said no. The money was bullshit. You feel me? If the money bullshit, you ain't got no fight. What you think I am? What you think I am? I'm going to put on a show and promote, have all these people tune in, and then you going to pay me little pennies? Nah, I don't work like that.
And boxing's a live risking sport, man.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I'm risking my life. Oh, I forgot about that, champ. Thanks, coach. And I'm risking my life.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Next one for Francisco is from Big Nick in the UK. Says, "Thanks for coming on the show, Mr. Reyes. Nate has his work cut out for him.
Facts.
From the eye test, Jake Paul looks like boxer and like he could box at the decent amateur level. How do you plan on bridging the gap between Nate and Jake's ring IQ? Will it be more than just athleticism?"
Oh yeah, it has to be more than just athleticism. But you know, I mean, Jake does look good. You know, he could be a decent amateur. You know, but like I said, he hasn't been in there with a decent athlete. At least I think so.
Well, the good news, coach, not to cut you off, I apologize.
Oh, no.
Like I said before I forget. Coach, the good news is that he got some issues right now, and he might get distracted.
I was going to say that, you know, there's some issues going on, you know, and be little distractions right there, and it'll benefit us for sure.
But I know if I know Jake Paul, I'm going to keep it real with you, champ. I'm giving you this advice. If I know Jake Paul, which I got to meet him a little bit, he focused, champ. He's one of those kids that regardless of what he going through, he going to get the job done. So you can scratch the shit that happened with FBI. He's still going to show up, I think. But it's going to be a tough night for y'all. What you're going to have to do is fight hard. Go in there. That's why I say, coach.
And that's what I like about Nate. You know, he has the fight in him. You know, he shows up. He works hard.
If he try to box, he out of there. He better go Mike Tyson. How many rounds is the fight?
How many rounds is the fight?
6 rounds.
Oh, wow.
6 rounds in the pro debut?
Yo, but Jake never wins 6 rounds. Jake never wins 6 rounds.
Nate didn't either. Hey, listen.
Nate ain't been 4 rounds.
Hey, coach. You better go tell him to run 5 miles.
He just ran 7.
Everything
He just ran 7. He just ran 7.
Now.
He better go before he spar. He better do that. And then go in the ring tired and do that every day. If not, he's going to be so nervous that the energy meter going to go down quick. It's going to go down quick. And let me tell you something. He need to go watch a guy named Henry Armstrong.
Henry Armstrong, bet.
Non-stop. He need to watch him till he kills sleep. Then he wake up, watch it again. Go back to sleep.
Dream about him.
He need to say, man, I'm going to become this man. His name is Henry Armstrong, Hurricane Hank. He need to watch as much videos of him he can find in the archives. And
it's going to be hard.
And they know what Nate really need to watch, but he got to have a hell of a chin for this man. He need to go watch the Hawk, Aaron Pryor. That's who he remind me of, his body. He got to be like the Hawk. He got to keep moving his head and throwing punches. You know who Aaron Pryor is?
Yeah.
Look him up. Aaron Pryor, one of the best, greatest of all times. Trust me. Henry Armstrong and Aaron Pryor. That's what he need to watch.
Yes, sir.
Not Mike Tyson, because he going to think that he gonna get him out of there with one punch, and that's never gonna happen. He's gonna have to throw combination after combination.
Shannon.
Like Ali said, combination after combination.
Shannon,
He's gonna have to put together so many pieces. It's gonna look like Kentucky Fried Chicken. You feel me?
who did you have Jake sparring with when he was with you? Who'd you at least witness him spar?
Spar anybody.
No, who though? Who?
He'll spar anybody.
Who did he get in there with?
He got in there with everybody.
Who? Name names.
Man, they was coming and he was getting in there with them.
What gym y'all was at?
Huh?
What gym was it?
Logan backyard. Nah, he could fight.
Oh,
Champ.
the
Keep it
back.
100, but
So he was sparring his friends. Come on, Champ. He in the
You want me to
backyard.
gas it up and lie?
He in the backyard, so he's sparring his friends. No way, Jose. Nate better watch this
He
dude.
down to spar. He down to spar. He loved this shit. So I'm glad that he fighting Nate, because Nate is a real athlete. You know what I'm saying? He's a super athlete. You know what I mean? So now, super athlete versus a guy that's a hungry guy. Like it. He loved it. So let's see how much Nate loved it. Nate got to go into Superman mode, combination. If he can't, hey, coach, let me keep it 100 with you. Let me just keep it 100 with you. If he ain't throwing 400, 500 punches around in training, he in the fight. Because in the fight, 400 punches in the gym only come out to about 20 punches.
Yep.
That's true. That's true, yo.
True. So it's better off he throw 800 punches because he'll get 40 out in the ring. It's just the truth.
Nah, you ain't lying.
Got the math.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man. In the gym.
When they say this shit is a science, it really is. It's just that people don't know how to, I don't even know how to explain it all. But I'm going to tell you something. It's a science, man. You throwing 500 in the ring, you're going to throw about 30 in the fight.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the bigger guys. Not always for the little guys, but the bigger guys, the less punches you throw, the less punches you're gonna throw in the fight.
Champ, Ohio says TJ, he says, make sure you mention where the Hawk from, Champ.
Ooh, Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Yo, and Champ, real quick, TJ, who's one of our,
pound for
best
pound
listeners,
supporters.
yeah, he asked if you could please say a happy anniversary to Tracy and Asia, celebrating, I think, their 5 years.
Who, me?
Yeah, he wants you to say a happy anniversary to Tracy and Asia.
Ooh, Tracy and Asia. Let me tell you something, y'all. Not only happy anniversary, but this is the best one of y'all life. Y'all still alive, still here. Let's go, Champ.
You the man, Champ. You the man, Champ.
So Francisco, what is Nate's style like? Because we never seen him box. We haven't even gotten to see him spar. So
he brings it.
He's what?
He brings it. He brings a fight. He brings a fight to you. He's very competitive.
Orthodox, southpaw.
No, orthodox.
Would you say he's a jabber? Because I remember my first
he got
time.
a nice stiff jab, beautiful right hand. He brings the fight to you. He ain't scared to fight. I got
Just like the fight. Yeah, that's what I want.
I believe in Nate because of what I've seen. Not just the boxer Nate, but who he is as a person. He doesn't want to give up. He keeps coming. He's just a natural athlete. He's competitive and he wants to win.
Boxing wise, what would you say is the most natural thing that you've seen come to him?
His footwork. Yeah, that footwork is nice.
All right,
I'm assuming that it's not going to be a crazy weight cut, right? Like it's because I don't know what it's contraption
already.
Okay, yeah, I figured because.
What weight they fighting at? What weight?
200, right?
No, like the fight's at 185.
Okay.
185.
And that's another thing we don't have to stress about. He's not stressing about cutting weight and none of that. He's just focused on learn how to box, learn how to fight, and he's gonna bring it.
All right, we got one more from Florida. Keem in Florida says, I consider Nate a freak athlete. Do you have any stories of incredible things he can do or has done in the gym? Thank you for your time.
Nah, he's only been with me for about 2 weeks. Nothing crazy. But like I said, he's a natural athlete. He's always working hard. He's always ready to go. So
who was he training with before that?
I wouldn't know. You're
the boxing coach, right?
Yes, sir.
And he wasn't doing no boxing before this?
He was doing boxing, but I don't know who he was with.
Where y'all training at?
We're training out of Seattle.
Okay, Seattle. Oh, my boy is up there.
Who?
Shit, what's up? What's my man name? Give me a second. It gotta be. It gotta be.
We got Supermax, the mastermind, that says, yo, tell Cannon to link up with me for the next Border Wars. Supermax with the Cannon in his corner is a winning combination and will put Border Wars on pay-per-view.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. So, Francisco, any other pro fighters you got and anything, they're cooking, or is right now Nate what you're focused on?
Nah, Nate's what we're focused on right now. That's it. That's it.
Man, good answer.
All our focus, everything's on the Nate. We want to come to win.
Now, are you just focusing on the training aspect, or have you taken on, strength and conditioning and nutrition?
Got a strength and conditioning coach. He's doing his thing with him, and he's a really good coach. Me and my father are the ones working with him with the boxing, the running, and all that stuff.
Let me ask you something, Francisco. Are you guys, we always talk about the physical preparation. Is there any time in the days where you guys, sit down, watch film, and talk boxing, and you get to really mentally prepare him for what's to come? Because a lot of the times the body's there, but the mind is not.
No, most definitely. I think the most important thing in boxing is the mind. It's more important than the physical part for me, in my point of view. But yeah, we sit down, we study, we look at fighters, and just trying to get the best out of these next few weeks that we have.
Hey, champ, let me ask you a question. What kind of neck exercises y'all doing?
Just basic, up and down with some weights, nothing crazy.
Yeah, get some side to sides in there.
Side to side, yeah.
Get a lot of neck, because he's short. He's gonna have to get inside and put his chin down and throw some shit. Besides that, yeah, definitely that, champ. He gonna have to do that to get past the first jab. Slip, he gonna have to get past the jab, but he can't stay out there and do it. He gotta get in. When the jab come, he gotta get close. He can't stay out here like this. He can't stay out here like this. He gotta get in with it. Get in with it. But listen, when he get in there, boy, he better throw some shit, because if not, Jake going ping, 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 ping. It's gonna sound like a
You gassing Jake. He gassing Jake. I ain't see Jake look that good. You gassing him up big time, Shannon.
Word, I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. And let me see, he been training nonstop. He been training. So since his last fight, I ain't trying to scare Nate. I'm trying to motivate him. I'm trying to motivate both of them. I don't really care. I don't have no stake in the game. But I'm a Nate Robinson fan to the death. I'm going to keep it 100. So, Nate, get in shape. You better be in shape, but you better go hard. Go in there and forget. Listen, I'm going to say this too. I'll keep it 100. There's boxing, and then there's just fighting. Get in there and fight.
Yeah.
Forget all that other shit. Sometimes you got to put your head down and start swinging the windmill.
Gotta fight. He has to make it a fight.
Yo,
You see Wilder.
That's what you gotta put him
in there with that windmill and swing that shit and see that shit hit. You can't be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, because it ain't like that. This ain't no instinct. Damn. You gotta know how to fight. If I'm walking down the street and somebody jump out the bushes on me, I'm gonna be like, oh well, let me use my jab. Let me
Yo, this is real, champ.
It don't work. It don't work. If somebody jump out the bushes, it's like a cat. I'm like a cat. I start swinging my shit. Now I done did it so much that I'm practicing right hand, left hook straight. Hopefully it come out like that. But that bitch might come overhand too. That bitch might come overhand too and bust you inside the head. So all I'm saying is, and look, I might throw the overhand and come back up with a left hook from hell and listen, knock your whole jaw off your face. You feel me? Meaning, that's how you gotta think. Fighting is just a fight. Sometimes you gotta put your head down and just start swinging. They gotta be prepared for that. Actually, can he go in the bag and fight like a cat, fight like a girl, or whatever you want to call it, for 3 minutes straight?
For 2 minutes straight.
He
Yeah.
said
Three.
Three.
Oh, they fight 2 minute round or 3 minute round?
I don't know. It's 3.
It gotta be 3. It's a
All
pro
right,
fight.
Man, can he go in a heavy bag and fight like a girl, windmill, crazy like a cat for 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 minutes, coach. Listen, that's full power. That's hard to do.
Fight like Wilder, crazy for 3 minutes straight. That's what you got to be able to do instinctively in a fight. instinctively. Now, if it come out straight right hand, left uppercut, right uppercut, and it come out like that, that's great. But you gotta have the instinct to fight. Forget everything out. I jump out the bushes. What you gonna do? Oh, let me set up and do my right. No, you gotta start fighting, and that's what you're gonna have to do. When you take out the athleticism and you take out the fight night, you just gotta fight. Cat fight, dog fight, animal fight. Let's go, champ.
But coach,
Damn,
what round? Wait, how many rounds did you say it's again?
Six rounds.
Six
rounds.
rounds.
This is a real fight,
Okay.
man. Damn.
Champ got me one in a fight right now.
But it's not like does Nate he doesn't have his amateur card, pro card, right?
No, he don't.
Does he got it?
Okay.
Are they asking him to get a license, or is it a straight exhibition? Because Jake has a license. He's a pro boxer now.
Yeah, no, he's gonna get licensed and all that.
Oh, he is. So this is a pro fight.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they got this as a pro fight. This is beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. And let me tell you, I was one of the first people to say that they could get Logan Paul to 10-0. I believe you could get. I believe you can navigate these kids. Now it's up to you to prove me wrong and get Nate to win and make Jake the one that lost. But
I mean, you can make anybody 10-0.
No. But on this level,
That one fight with
Logan won that fight.
That girl with was 5-0.
He ain't win that fight, champ. Stop it. Stop it. You crazy. You ain't win that fight.
It was
Tell
close.
him why you mad, champ. Tell him why you mad.
How he ain't win that fight? I watched it 100 times.
Bruh, KSI was more active. He was more. KSI was more active, and Logan, like always, gassed out. He gassed out.
Hey, bro, you don't believe in ring generalship then? So
of course I do.
You watched the fight?
Yeah, I watched it. He got a good jab. He got a good jab, but he gassed out. We all know
that's a good point. Shannon does make a good point. Like it depends if you're scoring like Max Kellerman and you say who would I rather be at the end of the round, I think you could arrive at a different scorecard as opposed to if you're looking at it and trying to score the way that they say judges are supposed to score down a checklist.
KSI did exactly what Shannon telling Francisco to tell Nate to do. He went out there and made it a dog fight. Logan wanted to be pretty. KSI was on him like, Logan trying to, nah, get out of there, man. He went out there and made it a dog fight.
Hey, the boy KSI missed about pretty much 80% of his punches. He missed.
That counts as activity.
That's true.
He was fighting dirty. The referee.
That's called dog fight.
The referee took 2 points when he should have took probably 1. I don't know what the hell how they scored it that way. I'm saying if I wasn't in Logan's corner, but listen, Logan to me could have did better. But it's a fight, champ. Like I told you, fight night, all that shit go out the window.
Don't always go as planned. Hell yeah.
So if you ain't prepared, and I learned from that too, from training someone and from a boxer. I'm like, damn, you know what? This is different when the lights come on. You know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared, and that's what I would see. The good news is I could fight in the street. So when I would psych myself out when the bell ring, like, yo, Shannon, just act like it's a street fight, like I'm in the hood, but think that mentality. But do they little boxing shit they show you, like with the jab and all that shit. But think in your face, in your mind, come on, Sean, come on. Yeah, what? You know what I'm saying? But I'm a little crazy, so I guess that's
champ, I'm right here with you, champ.
Let's go, champ.
But that's the mental, and look, that's the mental aspect of what I'm talking about. Like, it's a certain mentality you gotta have, man, and you do gotta psych yourself up a little bit sometimes, you know, because it's a fight.
You gotta go with the gas up. You gotta gas
you coming out that locker room looking at yourself in the mirror, punching the wall. You leave that locker room, you a god. You're it. You come, you the man. You know what I'm saying?
So you get punched in the face.
You know what you gotta do though? Fight night. You gotta any fighter, everybody in the car gotta tell them. You know, you gotta say forget that. Really, there ain't no crowd, so you ain't worry about that. You just gotta say it's me and him, in the gym, with nobody else there. No lights on, just me and him in the ring. Nobody else here. What am I going to do? If this was sparring, he walked in the gym, I walked in the gym, we got in the ring, and there was nobody else here. Maybe his team and my coach or his coach, and we started fighting. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like him, and he don't like me. You know what I'm saying? It's the mentality. That's the whole thing. So now you in that fight like, yeah, what's up? We street fighting, but we doing it with gloves. You know what I mean? That's my mentality. I just want, I just want to hit him hard as I can.
Yeah, but champ, where's the line between going out there and making it a fight and also trying to use the tactics within boxing, like the veteran moves, things that you wouldn't do in a street fight, but you can get away with in a boxing fight that might not be for the. You know what I'm trying to say? Like a fight versus like a Salido type of Lomachenko moment.
I totally agree. Like now listen, each fight, I go into each fight with a different mentality. Each sparring session, each whatever with a different mentality for who I'm fighting. Now, I'm fighting a bull. He coming at me. I might be like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up? But I'm using that jab. I'm gonna make you look bad. I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna play with you. I'm gonna have fun. But in my back of my mind, when the time is right, I'm gonna send something down there to get you up out of here. You feel me? But I'm having fun now. I want to say clowning, but I'm being the slickster. I'm being the technician. I'm using my skills now, right?
But
now
you're setting them up.
Ray Robinson shit. But then there's times when I say, nah, I gotta throw this shit out the window now, brother. It's time to get in here. It's time to cat fight, cause I'm not gonna get in all the way. I gotta put my head down, close my eyes, and start swinging hard as I can.
Do you let your opponent dictate when you make the adjustments, or do you say to yourself, okay, for 3 rounds, I'm going to box this way, and then in the 4th, I'm going to do this, and then in the 6th, I'm going to do this, or do you allow your opponent to dictate your adjustments?
Each war is different. When the military is planning to go against another country, they say, this is what we're going to do. This time we're going to send our Navy, or this time we're going to air attack. We're going to send ground soldiers. It's in the planned attack. I have to adjust accordingly within the fight. I say, damn. That's a great question, by the way, champ. It's been times with me where I was in a fight fight. I'm gonna be the boxer. I'm gonna be the boxer. But guess what? He tricked my ass. Now he not being that aggressive. He boxing me. So now I'm out of my game plan. No, I gotta adjust and get in there. Now I gotta get to him, and you know what I'm saying. So
yeah.
You gotta be versatile. Gotcha. You gotta be able to switch on and switch off to be a complete fighter. You feel me? Got you.
So, Francisco, Coach, before we let you go, I think the one thing we need to know, since we got a prediction from the Logan side, we need to know, should we bet the knockout? Should we bet the decision? You know, what do we do? Because I'm looking to buy my wife a nice dinner off this fight.
Man, let's go for the knockout. We're going for a knockout.
We're going for the knockout. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to win. Coming to win. Yep.
All right. That sounds like a bet that I feel comfortable making based on what I've seen from Nate, based on your confidence. I'm glad we had you on. I can't wait for this fight, and I hope it isn't a one and done. I don't care if he wins or loses. I'm a big fan of Nate, like the champ said. So, thank you for being on. This time you want to give Absolutely. Loved having you on. At this time, you can give out your social media and plug anything else you want to plug.
Yeah, for sure. My Instagram is at Paco Reyes 206, and that's where I'll be posting all the training videos from Nate and stuff.
Keeping us updated. That's what's up. Thank you so much, Coach, for having us on. For coming on.
Francisco, thank you again, brother.
You Puerto Rican?
Nah, I'm Mexican.
Mexicano.
Me too.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Vamos, campeón.
Soy el jefe de
Mexico.
That's the jam, that one right there.
Come on, champ.
Yeah.
That's my jam right there.
He needs to get some Intocable, but that's all right. We could do that too.
That's my song right there, by the way.
Yeah.
Francisco, man, so we'll be getting you back on. You got 2 weeks with Nate. We're going to come back in for another 2-week update, man. I'll hit you up in about 2 weeks, see what's good, what's cooking with you guys in camp, all right?
All right, for sure, man. We'll be ready. Yup, can't wait.
Enjoy the rest of your day, brother.
Bless,
Thank
bro.
you again.
Y'all have a good day. Stay blessed, man. Nice
You
being
too.
on.
All
Nice
right.
to meet you.
Good luck, champ.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The trainer of Nate Robinson, Francisco Reyes. We might be getting Jeff Mayweather on as well, so stick around if you haven't done so already.
Bring him on. Yeah, bring him on.
I'm waiting on her. I got to see if he's available.
Champ, I do have to read you this one super chat because, our guy who's just a loyal listener for weeks has been asking us to to hit you with this. He says, "Yo, tell Cannon to link up with me for the next Border Wars.
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah,
is
I
Super
read that
Max,
already.
Big Super Mario. Oh, you did? I'm so sorry. My bad. Shoot, I had to take a pee break.
But
so
but
probably
Champ,
missed
he
it.
wants you to link up. He all the way in Plainview, Texas, man. Come on, you gotta come.
Nah, he said he just wants him to corner him for the fight if we have it in Florida.
Yo, he gotta see what you got. He can't just take a fighter and put a loss on his resume.
Send it the footage. Send it
He
the
go- he
footage.
go-
Hey, Champ.
Coach
you had
got a
said-
resume too.
Yo.
Hey, Champ, you said in the first week we ever had you on. No, second week. It was the first week you came back. You had said something about like you can get it in whenever you can get it in. Like some people have the ability to go to the gym for 2-3 hours, but you said to get it in when you can get it in. I've been working with my co-trainer over here, Doomy. Yo, Champ, because of you, my wife's mad at you because I got the what's it called, Doomy? That ball that hangs.
The pendulum.
The pendulum, the swing,
Teardrop
yeah,
bag, yeah.
the maze bag or whatever. I got one of those hanging from our living room. I got strings in 4 corners, so I'll be doing my shifts, rollouts, changing angles and stuff. She's really mad right now, but I'll get it in like every 6 hours. I'll just put in like 15 minutes, and then twice a day I'm doing like 30 minutes. Just that stuff though. I still go to the gym and everything, and I still train. But
You're the champ for that.
yeah,
You're the champ for that.
no, you the champ for that.
Nah, you the champ. You're doing it. You're getting
Shannon,
it done.
no news. I know you've been saying that you gonna have a fight. Anything you could announce yet or not?
Champ, why they telling us? Why are we hearing that Impact is just waiting? They putting a lot of stake on you. They think that you coming.
You hollered
bare
at
knuckle.
Impact. You talked to Impact Network.
Impact Network.
Nah.
No,
You don't know
Word?
Steve Marcano?
Oh man, I don't.
You don't know
I
Steve
guess
Marcano from New York?
Who?
Steve Marcano.
Oh yeah, Impact. Yeah. I'm signing the deal with Impact. That's my bad. I apologize, man. It's a side
Oh,
of
that's right.
So when is that
That's all right.
happening, man? When is that happening?
We supposed to make an announcement. Hopefully, they can cut the check. If everything looking good, I'm all the way signing with a 3-fight deal with Steve McConnell, possibly. If they can, do what they said they're gonna do. But I believe they're gonna do it. It's been, like I said, it's COVID, so everything moving slow. But if they do this year, I'm gonna do my first 3 fights, my 3 comeback fights with Impact, and then hopefully, I'm gonna fight back to back. I'm already ready. I can take off my shirt right now, but it's ridiculous.
But they're not all bare
hold up.
knuckle, right?
That's what I was about to say.
I heard they signed a big time heavyweight. That's what we've been told, and I'm assuming that.
No. I already found out that's Michael Hunter. You should have just asked me. Listen, Champ, but bare knuckle is with the zone. Bare knuckles with the zone now, and Impact it's its own thing. Isn't that gonna affect anything? Because don't you got a contract with bare knuckle as well?
No, I don't got a contract with nobody.
Okay.
I did a deal with a company called Alpha DNA. They're
You spoke to us about us.
Medicine company.
Yeah.
I did a deal with them, Alpha DNA. I think they speaking to a lot of fighters right now. I think they're gonna be a next big company that's gonna do some damage in boxing. And I signed with them as far as marketing and all that shit, marketing. But other than that, Sky Hirsch, I'm still with Sky Hirsch. I put it together, man. I work.
For sure. So
Let's
how's
go,
Florida,
Champ.
Champ? How's Florida, man?
Florida dope, man. I'm chilling, bro. I'm honestly, man, I'm just chilling.
When you
I'm working, man.
When you gonna officially start a camp? You gonna wait till you get a contract and the check is cut, or you already gonna get back in the gym?
Yeah, I be working out at home. So I work out at home every day. I walk around, I fight, I shadow box, and I walk. I go on long walks. I've been hitting the bag consistently, and as well as doing my sit-ups. I got a whole little thing in my bathroom, so every time I take a shower every day, I do my sit-ups, push-ups. But I am waiting to sign something in because I'm 48 years old, and although I stay in shape, I can't run myself in the ground until it's time.
You gotta preserve yourself.
Yeah, and also money do make me move better. You feel me? So when the check is cut, I see for some reason, I don't know what it is. When the money hit, I just get more motivated.
Maybe that anxiety comes off and it's just freer to be able to move.
When the money hit, I'm ready to get busy. But other than that, I'll be just chilling. But I work a few other companies, businesses that I'm involved with. You feel me?
You're a hustler, yeah.
I'm a hustler. Check out 1-800-HURT-911, and you'll see some of the things that I'm doing with that. With that company, 1-800-HURT-911. If you're in Florida, anybody in Florida, you've been in a car accident, you've been any type of injury, please call 1-800-HURT-911. You will not believe. Or 1-800, if you're online, 1-800-HURT-911 FL, Florida. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And you'll see what I'm doing, and we really helping people, man. We getting them cash money, man. I'm talking about.
Oh, I found it right here.
So now you linked up with lawyers.
I'm sorry?
I said you linked up with some lawyers now. You got your law firm going on.
Yeah, I'm hustling. I'm working, brother. When I say hustling, nothing illegal. Always staying positive.
Of course.
Get into it. But yeah, man. Just staying focused. But listen, fighting is my number one thing. I do it for more than one reason.
But why even fight when you got all these ventures? You obviously okay. It ain't like you hurting. So like, why even fight at this age?
Bro, it's the love and the passion, right, champ?
He said it, man. I love you, champ. You got it right, and he hit it right on the head. The love and the passion. And not only that, like I was saying, look, I'm 48 years old. I had ballooned up to 403 pounds, champ. You feel me?
Yeah.
I had ballooned. Yeah, man.
I've never seen one picture
where the pictures
of you
at, champ? Where the pictures
I would ever have imagined you being 400 pounds.
I'm gonna post it today.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna post it today.
Oh, that's gonna be a fire before after.
Tell him you did the Fury thing before Fury. That's got to be your caption.
Let's keep it 100.
That's got to be your caption. I made the comeback from 400 before Fury.
That's a fact. That's nothing about. It's nothing to brag about or nothing like that. Like,
no, of course.
For Broski, because I'm happy for him. Because real talk, I was in a dark place. So when I was in a dark place, I didn't see myself at many days. I was in a dark place for like 2.5 years, 3 years, right? And I didn't see myself getting out of it. I was like, damn, maybe I got like some type of brain damage. I was suffering from depression. I was suffering from just so many things in my life that I hadn't dealt with or that I did or didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, champ. I was like messed up. There wasn't no champ. It was just Shannon. And then I said, yo, you got to start looking at yourself in a better light, brother. You feel me? Ain't nobody going to change this for you. You got to do it for yourself. No one's going to tell you, yo, you the man. You got to believe you the man. You feel me? You got to and you got to be the man. And to be the man, you got to be the man.
Yo, champ, can I ask you, and this might be too personal, but it's just something that has been going on with me lately. So I use cannabis as a way of kind of like unwinding after the gym. Now, there are times where I need it because the back pain is so severe. I stopped taking pain medication like 4 years ago. It's just, that's not a good thing. But I use cannabis for the pain relief. However, what I've been noticing is with a very particular strain, which is mostly sativa based, it gives me a boost that I feel, and I've been wanting to use it before going to the gym to actually box.
Of course,
what do you think? Have you ever done that, or do you do that? And if not, I mean, you don't have to tell us if it's too personal, but
listen to me. The
what,
champ can't
what
answer.
Would you suggest?
Champ can't answer that right now because we're trying to get a fight. But I smoke.
Oh,
before
that's right.
Spar.
That's right. I'm so sorry. Never mind. I'm so sorry.
I smoke all the time before I spar, man. What they ain't mean nothing.
So
as a coach,
don't runners
go run 5 miles.
Don't runners smoke before they run. Don't cyclists smoke before they run.
Yeah.
Get on a
okay,
bike.
so champ, as a coach, would you, if I'm your fighter and I came and I just told you what I told you, what would you tell me?
Not if you want to fight professionally.
I don't fight professionally. That's what I'm telling you.
I'd say chill, champ, because for a few reasons. One, I grew up thinking, knowing that it wasn't good, and it wasn't, because that was different cannabis back then, different weed back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then you talking about the knowledge that we know now, the different strands, the way it's grown, if it's grown,
correct,
organically and fresh, and done the right way, treated chemical wise. If you getting real, good stuff, you can't compare this to weed in the 80s or the 70s. When I was a kid, when my aunt used to take me to the weed spot with her. I was 5 years old. And then by 8, I was going to the weed spot for her. She say, my store, she trained me. She say, listen, you did it with me 100 times. Now go over there, walk down the street, put my money in your shoe. Don't let nobody take your money. Now look, we lived on a street called Miller Street, aka Killer Miller.
Word?
Killer Miller.
Like that?
Killer Miller. I'm telling you, in the 80s, Killer Miller. It was
80s, man.
In the early 80s. I'm talking about 80, 81, 82. I'm 10 years old, 11 years old. So look, 9 and 10. So check it out. I used to go to the weed spot. Bung, bung, bung. Knock on the door. Put the money in the hole. I got to reach up high. Put the money in the hole. And then he put out an envelope. The keyhole open back up. He put out a reach up. It's a big yellow bag. My aunt used to go home. I take it to her. She pick out the seeds. And she smoke her herb, right? Man, she's 73 years old now.
Word?
You feel me? She's still alive, kicking, talking, having a good conversation, laughing, talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different time, but at the same time, I still wouldn't be telling my fighter, man, go smoke you some weed before the fight. I wouldn't do it because I'm too old school now, and maybe in the future they will. You know what I mean? See, it's harmless, but a lot of sports. I say that to say this: a lot of sports are declassifying or even testing for it. You feel me?
Yo, listen,
NBA,
listen.
NFL, from what I'm hearing.
Listen, you in Florida, Ricky Williams played for the Dolphins. I don't even watch other sports, but my brother was a Dolphins fan. So coming up, I was forced to know Dan Marino and Ricky Williams and found out that Ricky Williams smoked his entire NFL career. He was leading rush over 1,000 yards on that ganja. So fall back with all that whackness. If you wanna fight, you just gotta go out there and fight, but you gotta work hard. Like, you know,
it ain't for everybody.
It ain't.
Everybody don't need it, champ. Everybody don't need it. Why would you take on something to have it or something you don't need if it ain't for you?
Yeah.
If you feel if you're prescribed by a doctor or you run across it somehow and you see that it helped you, and listen, I went to doctor after doctor, champ. I went to everything, endocrinologist, psychologist, psychiatrist.
What do endocrinologists do?
Check, your hormones.
Hormones? Okay.
Yeah, hormones.
Endomorphins.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I did everything because I was suffering from depression. And I wanted to know. But I used to drink since I was young. I was drinking. You know what I mean? Not heavy, but I would drink after fights and shit like that. 40 here, this and the third when I was a kid. So, look, alcohol did bad things for me. Weight gain.
Me too.
Weight gain, depression. The next day, man, I used to get shit-faced drunk. And then the next day, man, like the hangover you call it or whatever?
Yeah.
I stopped getting the hangover. I just started getting depression. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking about more and more negative shit. You know what I mean? So cannabis was introduced to me, and I was like, wow, this shit here helps me. Not overwhelmed, but it helped me. And so I was like, yo, I got back in shape. I lost 168 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, just going to read you a super chat, Shannon, from one of our listeners, Sony from Cincinnati. He says, let's go, champ. Recent Raekwon, the chef of the Woo, had an Instagram live show for the 25th anniversary of his debut album, Cuban Links. What are some memorable stories you have partying with the hip-hop artist?
I never partied with Raekwon. I talked to Raekwon the other day. We was kicking it. We was talking on Instagram just the other day. That's funny. We was just kicking it. We was back and forth, direct messaging and shit. A lot of respect for the brother. He respect me. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Just the fact that we was always, coming up around the same times. We knew of each other. We ran across each other a few times. One night, I had just got like a brand new car. It was like, this might have been 98. And it was, I had like a 99 Benz. But it was 98. I was popping it off, right? And I'm in the city, and it's nighttime. I'm headed to a club or something. Raekwon pull up next to me, and he like, "Yeah, what's up, Chad? Well, I'm like, what up?" He like, "Yeah, you riding nice. I see you. You looking good." And it was like, yo, you know what I mean? Hearing it from the brother, I was like, all right, let's go, champ. You know what I mean? But he's always been cool. But I used to go to Staten Island in the early 90s, 80s to you know what I'm saying? And who would have known? You know what I mean? One night I went over there to see these girls I knew. And yo, it's crazy, bro. I went over to see these girls I know. And I pulled up with my homie, two of my homies. I'm thinking Staten Island. They ain't going, you know what I mean? It can't be. You know what I mean? What could it be? They're not thinking nothing crazy, no disrespect, but I'm from Brownsville, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm thinking, me and my man, we just want to check some shorties, and then we going to dip. Yo, how we get over there, we pull up, you know what I'm saying? And we went to a payphone because it was like, maybe this was 1991 or 89, something like that. But we had pulled up, and I was like, yo, we called her from a payphone. Long story short, we waited in front of her building in the projects. And guess what? First one dude came through and was like, yo, what's up? What y'all doing over here? He was like,
what?
I'm like,
that?
one dude quit. I'm like, what? Like what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I was young, high-headed, not 18, 19, not high-headed, but this me. I gotta, you can't just walk up.
Yeah, you're standing firm. You're standing firm.
Yeah, you just can't walk up on me like that. So I thought, yo, bro. So then two dudes walked past. And then four guys walked past.
Whoa.
And something like they did a sound. Something they did a sound. Yo, bro, when I tell y'all, so many people came and they surrounded us. It felt like 100, 200 people. Bro.
Whoa.
Oh my God, we dead. But I'm still me. I'm like, damn, because we were saying, yo, what's taking her so long? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's taking her so long? He was like, yeah, it's getting crazy. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, zoop, they all surrounded us. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. Bro.
Warriors.
Bro, all of a sudden, you see her come out fighting through the crowd. Yo, chill out, fuck that. She was a white girl. Her name was Tina. They call her White Tina. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
From the projects. You always got those that white family that live in the projects and they gangster. Tina came. It was Tina and Tracy. Yo, they came. They was fighting through the crowd. We was like face to face about to get it in, and they broke it up. They saved our lives. They was like, yo, chill. That's my homeboy. Whoop. They was like, the fuck these niggas doing over here? I was like, but I was a little crazy because I was like thinking to myself, stupid shit like respect. But anyway, too, if you're gonna get beat up and killed anyway, you might as well fight back. You know what I mean? You can't beg. You can't. If you try to run, you know what they say. When you try to run,
they get you. Animal instinct.
They get crazy when you run. That's when they get crazy on you. So I was like, damn. Anyway, she saved us. They was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. They told us to bounce. They was talking to us greasy, but not crazy. So we had to do what they said. so we leaving. We leaving. As we leaving, yo, champ, I never forgot. We leaving. The car hit and fell into a pothole. My boy's Corvette, Trans Am, whatever this shit was. I was in the back seat. I'm the tallest. I'm in the back seat, crammed up. I had to get in. Now, mind you, I had to get in the back seat. Or was I in the back seat? Anyway, long story short, they fell in the pothole. We had to get out, get the car out. They still was around. I said, man, I was sweating bullets, bro. I said, man, we got out of there. And that's my Wu-Tang story.
That's a good one.
But look, I did a movie with Method Man years later. What was the name of the movie? The Whackness. And we laughed and talked about that on the set, man. He was like, yo, remember that? We was gonna kill you? I was like, yo, it would have never been a Shannon Briggs, bro.
Damn.
You feel me?
Nah, these are those going in the book?
Crazy. Yo, is it Staten Island where the mob was from? Yeah, right.
It was not from, but it was definitely out there.
It was out there. Yeah, I thought I heard. I mean, I've never been there to New York or nothing, but I'll be there October 24th.
Shout out to Tina and
Tracy. I was
Tracy.
gonna ask you. Yeah.
We still got Tina and Tracy. Shout out to Tina and Tracy. We still got the champ here because of them.
Let's go, champ. That's right. Stapleton Projects. Let's go, champ.
That's what's up. Yo,
So it looks like Jeff is gonna be joining us in a few minutes. So
okay,
we'll
that's
Jeff
what's up.
Mayweather
Yo,
on
champ,
as
let me
well.
ask you, because you had talked a little bit about it earlier, and maybe you mentioned more when I was when I had to go to the bathroom. But the whole Teofimo situation, what can you boil it down to? Is it greed? Is it? I'm talking about the from him not getting paid side. Like why don't you think that they're giving him what everybody seems to feel he deserves, or not everybody, but
Okay. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. How much money can the fight generate?
I don't know. That's a good question.
No crowd, right?
No crowd, no satellite or closed circuit.
No closed circuit.
No closed circuit either.
He got to take what's on the table, but he got to see what's on the table. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real, because it ain't like these guys gonna be like, oh well, give him what's available. How much is this boy taking? Another one. I'm gonna take it.
It's 3.2 million, champ.
In excess. 3.2 in excess.
Which means
so he could end up making more than 3.2.
How much they offer my boy?
1.2.
1.2. They trying to play him, man.
Yeah, that ain't fun.
Bro, I would walk away, man. I would wear my contract
Well, he
out.
did
leave
turn
with
down.
my belt.
He did turn the offer down.
I'm leaving with my belt, man. I'm out.
That's a little bit of money, man. That's not you a champion. Oh, and you know what? He could do too. Gordo, his name Gordo to me. He could go and just keep fighting and just get more of his recognition, his name up, and say, you know what? When y'all feel like if we could make that much more money, if I go knock out another dude and another dude, now maybe the fight can get me that $5 million I'm looking for, that 3.5. You know what I mean? But you gotta do what you gotta do, Gordo. In that sense, don't wait, stay in shape, fight. Forget him. If they don't want to give you the bread right now, go earn it. Get you another win. Get you another win. Maybe the next win, they're gonna be like, damn, he looks so good. He the man. You gotta take the spotlight. That's just what it is. It's King of the Hill. And it's King of the Hill. You feel me? That's what this boxing shit is. It's King of the Hill. You got to fight and take the man off the hill, man.
Do you think that it's smart in any situation for a fighter to have never defended their belt and go straight into a unification? Because he just won it. He has no defense of his belt, and he's going straight into unification. Like, do you think that's, I don't want to say smart, but what do you think about that?
That's dope. It happens. It's happened before.
Yeah.
Plenty times.
I think that's been the biggest not criticism of Teofimo, but the fact that they're like, people are saying that that the fight doesn't have to happen because he has those types of options where he could say, look, I'm going to defend my title anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just defend your title. If that sounds like a little bit of money though. You know what I'm saying? 1.2 ain't shit. You feel me? I'm keeping it real, man. It's hard to do this shit, bro. I don't care what nobody say. And you talking about fighting the best in the world? Lomachenko, this man is a magician of some sort. He's a sorcerer. You know what I mean? I never seen nobody do no shit he do, man. It's a sorcerer, bro.
Now, what about
it's magic, the shit he do.
He's an incredible fighter. But what do you think about the fact that Bob came out this past week and said that the offer to Teofimo was double what his highest purse, and Lomachenko has already taken less than his minimum? Well, he didn't say those exact words, but he said that he worked with them during this pandemic. Like basically saying, look, Loma's taking shorter money. You should take shorter money. And by the way, you're getting double what you've gotten. Like, what would you say to those comments?
So when a promoter says it's double what you got,
it's double the most you ever got. It's double most.
That's whack. So what? That's why you go from making $100,000 that's why you go from making $10,000 to jump to $150,000.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
And that's why you're making $1 million or 800,000, whatever it is, 400,000. Now next fight you're making 10 million. How many people got those big fights against an undefeated dude or a top dog and he cashed out? He got a good payday. You feel me? Come on, man. Man might be like, yo, this might be my last fight. He might use that magic on me. And then y'all gonna throw me under the bus. Nah, let me get my $3 million. How much you asking for?
Well, he hasn't had like a number. All the reports suggest that both sides were way off. So he was asking for probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 2, but that's just speculation because to say that they were way off, you know what I mean? Like you got to assume that he was asking for, somewhere in the 2s. Yeah, at least that would be my assumption.
That's not bad. Big fight like that. You feel me?
Hey,
Let me
champ.
see my team doing. How much you asking? My bad.
Well, the problem is that they can't do pay-per-view. Well, not that they can't, but they're not going to do pay-per-view.
Why is that?
Well, it's for 2 reasons, I believe. One, the PBC, just boxing in general, there's a lot of pay-per-views coming up. You're going to have the Spence Garcia, you're going to have the Charlo brothers, and then on top of that, ESPN works with UFC. UFC has several pay-per-views coming up, one within that month of October that they're talking about. So I think it's just competition thing, the fact that they didn't come out first with it, like the fact that they haven't secured a date, because I think ultimately they're trying to find a way to still have fans. That's why I think they kept pushing the date back, from what I've heard. But ultimately, there's really no reason why they've said specifically they're not doing a pay-per-view.
They haven't said why.
Not that all that for me is speculation, like the competition factor. But you got to imagine, like, Lomachenko isn't the pay-per-view draw, that pound for pound kings like Mayweather were, right? So for him to go up against the Charlos and the Spences, some people are going to say, well, I can only pick one of these fights. I can only afford, especially right now during the pandemic where people are hurting, people are struggling. Our government is letting us down. They stopped the benefits for unemployment, and they haven't helped us. So, at the end of the day, people are hurting. Sickos like, us who just buy all of them. And that's what I'm going to do. I'd rather eat ramen for 3 months and watch and buy those pay-per-views. But that's just, I'm a weirdo like that, right? But normal people, we're going to have to pick that. So.
I feel you. I just think that it's a big fight, way bigger than, everybody in boxing will watch it. Lomachenko, my boy Gordo can punch. He got skills. We want to see if, this is going to check his nuts too. This is going to see if he start getting ping up, if he going to go into Chavez mode, or he going to go into, deep down crazy mode and stay in there and keep, warring. Is he going? This has the making of being something. But it's worth giving the boy at least 2.
I say, yeah, give him 2 so he could take home a 1. Like,
yeah, he's got to pay all that money.
Shannon, like, what? I mean, look, this is as old as the sport itself, right? You got to earn your way up. You got to earn your spot. You got to earn this, right? But like, he's a champion. He's holding his belt. He's making his first defense with the potential of unifying. Like, when is it that we start letting go of these traditions of going through the fire and then you'll see the light at the end? And when do you know that it merits that time? Because, like, the kid knocked out in devastating fashion Richard Comey, which was a guy that a lot of people were expecting him to get tested and all this other stuff. So he knocks him out. He's a champ. Now he's defending it at a time where everybody's going to be sitting in their seats trying to watch something, and everybody's looking for the next biggest fight. And this is a huge fight. Like, when is it that you and your team, decide to say, hey, you know what, man, let's just go ahead and do it for the cheap money and go for it? Like, is that right? Is that really right, knowing that these people are going to make all this money?
I think that we got to just stop looking at, if you a star, you a star. King of the hill, bro. If you a star, you a star. You feel me? If you're not a star, then you ain't a star. If you make yourself a star or you're promoted, and again, okay, now there's a deeper effect on this. So just think about this. Let's get something straight, all right? So, did I freeze?
Nah, you good.
No, you're good.
Okay. So question is, right? So check this out. It's about eyeballs, views, right? It's about people wanting to see you fight, right? So if I take a guy and I go, well, I say I'm gonna manage this guy. I'm gonna manage and promote this guy. I go and take him and I get him his pro debut. Then I get him. I take him to 2-0, 3-0, 10-0, 15-0. Right? He get a title shot. He win. You feel me? But guess what? Nobody ain't ever heard of him. Nobody ever heard of him. He might not even get a title shot. He unknown. If you become known to the public eye, if I can find a way to be seen, known to the public eye, there's value in that.
Is the unseen dollar, so to speak.
Right. It's value in that. If I'm built up and the people want to see me, that's what they're paying for. The goal is to make a pay-per-view fighter, somebody make a superstar, enough that people want to see him. Who cares if he can knock out everybody, but nobody ever seen him? He in Siberia knocking out bears, but nobody ever seen him.
Yo, I say that all the time, bro.
It don't matter. You gotta be.
Jeff said give him 15 minutes. Is that too much? Jeff said give him 15 minutes. Is that too long for you?
Yeah, I might have to skate. I gotta take care of some business. But I was hanging around for Jeff. You know, he be running his mouth. You know, I'm gonna knock him out through the screen. Now that's my boy though. That's my boy. That's my boy. But that's my boy though. That's my boy. I ain't gonna front. I love him, but I'm gonna knock him out when I see him.
He's on that list with J-Mac, huh?
J-Mac.
Hey, champ, it was J-Mac and his twin brother's birthday Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. The guy that comes on trying to challenge you, champ.
Yeah, the guy that...
No, I'm going to get J-Mac. I'm going to get him, too. And I'm going to get Charlie Zelenoff. What's his name? Charlie Z?
Oh, Charlie Z. Champ.
So what's up with that dude, man? He's still challenging.
Enough people already got him, champ. You don't need that leftover work.
It ain't going to be nothing else to get after I get him.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though.
But Champ, you just posted something with him. Was that old or you caught up with him?
Nah, that wasn't too long ago. He be going on my live talking shit. He be going on my live talking shit, so I gotta block him or just I laughing at him. He crazy.
Wait, was this the Skype or the Zoom or Skype call y'all did? Was that what he's talking about?
Yeah, it was like an IG call.
Yeah. I saw that. That was hilarious, champ. I thought you handled it great because like he's clearly trolling, like he's got to be. He's playing a part, but you handled that great. Like you handled him very well.
I hit Jeff up. I told him let's do it for next Friday since you usually come on Fridays.
Man, bring his ass on right now. Bring him on.
But you said
he said
he needed 15 minutes.
Like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. He's scared?
I don't know.
He said he's waiting for you to hop off because he's scared.
I'm telling you, man, I scared shit. I knock him out through the phone. Look, he's scared.
Oh, man, I wish he was listening.
He probably is.
We could get that playback for him. Don't worry. Yo, champ, what are your thoughts on Charlo Rosario? You have any thoughts on that? Because a lot of people seem to be torn on this one. Some people think Charlo starches him. Some people think it's a very competitive fight. I happen to think it's a competitive fight. Do you have an opinion on it?
On what, Charlo?
The Jermell Charlo Rosario fight, the unification happening September 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a unification. Have you ever seen what's his first name? Damn it.
Hey, did you catch the UK cards at all, Shannon?
You know what? Actually, I did. I caught a little bit of it at the end. I've been looking at the zone. Like I got the zone. So
yeah, the zone. It was on the zone.
Yeah, what you think? I've been looking at the playbacks and shit.
Anything in particular? Because there was a couple of knockouts in those cards, man. It turned out to be all right card. We dubbed it the breakfast card because the main event was Ted Cheeseman versus Eggington, Sam
Eggington. Yeah.
So
can I tell y'all something? Can I tell y'all something? I'm gonna keep it with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all.
Keep it 100.
Yo, this new thing with the studio fighting, like just out, this shit hot.
Word, you like it?
I know y'all saying, yo, the crowd is not the same, but I'm telling you something.
No, I love it.
But this gonna have to be around for a minute, at least 3 years, if not forever. You know, new flu strands will be coming out, but like sneakers. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. I can see this thing getting nasty. Fights being some real. It's like gym wars now. It's taking a lot of pressure. Listen, it's gonna take a lot of pressure off a fighter going in front of a crowd. It's gonna take some pressure
Shannon.
off, right?
Shannon, what's up with them hats, man? Did you put them on his
I got
website?
you, but let me just say this.
Oh,
let me say this.
Trying
It's gonna
to
take a
buy
lot
one.
of pressure off, right? And you're gonna see some amazing fights now.
But champ, doesn't it also help when like you're in a dogfight or a firefight, right? Let's say you're getting beat on and you land a couple punches, you hear the crowd, and that gives you like a burst of enthusiasm, and it sends your adrenaline up. So in a sense, won't some fighters be hurt by it maybe a little bit?
You know what, champ? I didn't even think about that. You 100% right. I'd never give you right. That's gonna fuck up the game. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that, champ.
No, but I
Trying
love
to
it
affect
though.
my
The
meditation.
studios look great. You know, Top Rank did a great job, and I love Eddie's back. Yo, would you ever fight in Eddie's backyard?
I'll fight in Eddie's house. I'll fight Eddie. I'll fight Eddie in his living room.
Yeah, word. All right, man. We'll just, make that call.
Fight Eddie right in his living room.
In his living room, Chan. Y'all can fight in my living room. Y'all come out here.
You don't want to mess up your house. You're a good brother. You're a good man. How about your backyard? Your backyard.
Yeah. You could definitely my backyard for sure. Yeah, listen, I loved them, and I love the look of them. I was a little disappointed with the showtime. I felt like it looked like any other card where the fights haven't really started. Like the undercards are there. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have like visuals. You know what I mean? They didn't have like a lot of visuals, and that's not the important part. But if you're not gonna have fans, you got to dress it up a little bit. The TV audience is the audience. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You need something. I don't know.
Let me just get to this quick super chat right here with TJ says, we got to get Champ on Untitled. We going to be laughing. # Ohio. Champ, Untitled is our Monday evening program. It's one of our programs. We come on, we kick it, like sort of like we're doing now, but we get into all types of topics, across the board.
Not just boxing.
Yeah, we
politics,
life,
science,
politics, funny stuff,
life,
vacations,
personal, women.
Women
has been a big one lately.
Yeah, so the people feel like you one of the bros, man, and you'd be great, coming on.
You know when, champ, y'all got my number. Just call me anytime. I'm around.
Word.
Absolutely. And the next one,
I think Jeff
from
is...
Boston Jared says, Shannon, have you ever had any run-ins with any Brownsville rappers?
What you mean run-ins?
I don't know. Run-ins with any...
Yo, it's like...
together, man. One thing Brownsville do, they stick together. We might beef with each other. Listen, we might beef with each other. That's true. But one thing about Brownsville people, you could go anywhere in the world. I could be in Japan. And if somebody else is from Brownsville and they see me getting beat up in the street, they're obligated to jump in.
Word? Like that?
It's a rule. But when we get back to Brownsville, me and him might kill each other. But it's a known fact. If you anywhere in the world and you see Brownsville getting jumped, or he from Brownsville, and you gotta go in, because that's what we do.
Wow, we
stick together. We stick together out of town. If we in another neighborhood, literally next door, but he from Brownsville, you gotta go. You gotta help him or her. But in Brownsville, is okay corral. But out of town, Brownsville stick together.
All right,
that's what's up.
Mike Tyson will tell you that. Mike, look at the podcast I did with Mike. Mike even said it. Brownsville said, yeah, you can't even do nothing to nobody from Brownsville out of town if I'm from Brownsville. I don't even gotta know. I gotta.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Looks like we got Jeff on. Jeff, you there? Could you turn your camera on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Where you at?
Yeah, we hear you.
Where you at?
Jeff, what's going on? You here with the champ? He want to see you. You got the camera?
Get over here! Yeah. Play that, champ. Put your camera on, Jeff.
Hey, what happened?
He probably got that Vegas service.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Jeff, you still there, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay.
Cut your camera on.
Okay, where the damn camera at?
Do
I
me,
think
tell
he
him.
got. Yeah,
He's
it's
on the
right.
phone. He's on the phone.
Yeah, it's right.
There you go.
There we go.
Hey, there's the champ. What up?
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Oh, shit.
What up, Jeff?
How's it going?
What you doing?
Hey, how's it going, shit?
What up, Jeff?
Not too much, man. Trying to do a few things. Doing some virtual classes. Got a couple of sponsors. So trying to do well. Doing all right.
So where you training them from? You training them from, are you doing your virtual stuff in the gym?
No. I'm doing it actually at one of my fighters' house, and it's basically he has a garage but it's like a gym. He has everything.
Who you talking
in
about,
there.
Padman McGriff?
No, not Batman. Hey, nothing to do with Batman. No.
Padman got a gym too. Padman got a gym too.
Yeah.
Hey, look. So how many clients you got right now?
Got a few, like probably about 5 or 6, but basically.
So you train them virtually though, like you train them online like this?
Yeah. And plus,
you gonna train me?
Yeah, I already trained you. You want to fight?
I wasn't training the champ. What was that experience like?
I think that, to me, I think that Shannon was one of the most talented big guys I ever trained.
Mm.
And
thank you, champ.
He had a whole lot of gifts.
Man, that's nice of you to say, champ. Thank you, brother.
No, it's the truth.
That's my boy right there. Now let me tell y'all something.
Tell us, champ.
Besides him being able to fight, he could fight. He was a boxer. He could box. But he's a good brother. Everybody loved Jeff. But he did so much for his nephew career early. He was the manager, right?
Yeah.
He was the manager in the beginning. So that's let you know how intelligent he is. Kyle went to school, college, you feel me? Intelligent brother we got on our hands, y'all. So we got to be careful what we say.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, I got another question for you. Listen, Jeff, is your nephew gonna fight again?
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea, but I think that maybe with this Tyson Roy thing happening, maybe he might do something again. I don't know.
Yeah, he don't like that. He don't like nobody getting no shine.
Yeah.
He said, I'm the man that made the exhibitions hot. I said, look at my boy. He ain't like nobody's gonna say nothing. That's my boy. Listen, now one question. He in the gym all day and night. We see him training fighters and all that. You feel me? We know he ready. So you think this is what it's gonna take now that this Tyson Jones thing is popping off? And wait. Don't you think that Mike should have fought me? Or you think that he would fight me next? Huh?
Jeff, what's going on?
Jeff,
Why you acting like your internet don't work?
No. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to hear you because Lee was calling me.
Oh, my bad. Listen, let me repeat myself. I said, champ, do you think that Mike Tyson should have fought me, or this is better that he fight Roy first and then fight me next, or he shouldn't fight me at all?
Well, I think that it would be a great fight. Because you both, matter of fact, being that you grew up in the same neighborhood and everything, and it's almost like neighborhood rivals that never got a chance to fight.
Ooh,
and so
I like that, neighborhood rivals.
So
I like that title, neighborhood rivals.
So that is
and he a promoter, y'all. Look at him.
Battle of the
but that in
bullies.
itself is the reason why the fight could happen, and and I mean, I think that it's a great idea. I mean, but of course we got to see what happens with this fight, And like I said, I mean, the one thing that I honestly hope that nobody gets hurt, and that's the most important thing, because I mean, once you pass the age of 50, I mean, things happen, and it can happen and change for the rest of your life.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Life is short. Life is boring anyway. Let them fight to the death. You know what I mean? It ain't no reason why not. Ain't nothing happening anyway. Being at home chilling is boring. Go ahead, fight to the death. People just listen. Larry Holmes told me, he said, never stop fighting. He said, never stop fighting. That's what we do. Don't stop fighting. If it's look, it don't have to be on a major level, but yo, you ever go to the gym and you ever see like a 70-year, 80-year-old man hitting the bag?
I seen you in the store with a 70-year-old dude. He was boxing or something.
That's my boy Tom. But have you always seen old men in the gym at times? Like you might go to the gym and see an old man hitting the bag or something. Huh?
He getting a call again.
He must be getting a call.
I said, you ever see old men in the gym hitting the bag, like old men working out?
Yeah. We
Right?
had one that probably about 70, 75 years old, and he would be hitting that bag, and he would hit that bag hard, and that's all he would do. He'd go to the gym and just hit the bag.
Thank you. Keeping himself alive. People ask me, why am I still fighting? Why would I do it? Because I got to keep myself alive. I got to keep myself healthy. If I don't, I'm not going to go exercise like somebody else exercise. That's not how I grew up. I grew up boxing, so I'm going to know what I know. Shadow box, hit the bag. You know what I'm saying? Go for a trot. Go for a little run. I'm going to do the stuff I know, and that's what will get me in shape. Fast.
That's true.
I'm ready to fight right now.
Well, wait a second. You ain't gonna get in shape too fast. You ain't getting in shape fast like you used to. It takes a little longer now.
That's why you got to stay in shape. You feel me?
No, that's true.
Because it's hard to get back in shape, but it's, you know what I mean? Hey, Jeff, so look. I heard they're doing a Legends League. Is this true? Now, I don't want to blow your spot up, but they told me that you was thinking about coming back to fight in the Legends League.
What?
I heard about that, but I ain't thinking about it.
Why not?
I'm done fighting.
Why not?
Just chill, Jizzy. Chill, champ.
You see heavy hitters? These are my sponsors, and actually they are putting money in my pocket, so I'm happy. Title boxing is actually they're putting money in my pocket, so I'm very happy.
Jeff, who is heavy hitters?
Yeah. What is heavy hitters? Because here in Jersey, they're like a local DJ group. So what do they represent for you?
They're nationwide.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Actually, heavy hitters is actually based in Korea. It's under this guy named Andy Kim, and he's a great friend of mine. Actually, I had one of his fighters. I started training one of his fighters, and I took him to a world title, and unfortunately, we didn't get it, even though I thought we won. Wasim Muhammad, I don't know if you guys know him because he's a small guy. He's like 112, but he can flat out fight, But and that's where heavy hitters. That's how it evolved, and basically now I'm being sponsored by it, and and it's a part of my virtual boxing, and also of course Title. I actually already have my mitts made by Title. Called Doom mitts.
They're custom for you, or they're going to be available for purchase for public?
No, They're called Doom Mist. Matter of fact, wait a second. Oh,
Are
my
they
stuff is in my
available
car.
are they available for purchase, or are you saying they made them specifically for you?
Yes, I helped design them.
Got you. Wow, that's awesome. Are they you have them right there, you said, or no? Are they like big thick mitts? Are they like the little ones, like for quick work?
Yeah, he froze up a little bit.
I think.
Hey, Shannon.
Yes, brother.
Is that you in the chat? Is that you in the chat?
Yes, brother. That's me in the chat.
You want me to screen share that?
You can. I mean, I don't know if you want.
You want.
Yeah.
I got you.
Why not?
I got you.
Where your avatar at, champ? We're gonna think you a troll.
Let's see what this about. We're gonna play it for the champ. Oh, this a cartoon, champ? You gonna have to explain it to us. Explain it to us. What's going on here?
Right here. So listen, I'm working on a few big projects, but one of them is the Let's Go Champ boxing video game.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I gotta call you too, Jeff. I want you in the game.
What? Yes.
Listen,
Let's do that.
Also, I got a cartoon coming out. You feel me?
Oh, Jeff
internet. That's his internet. Yeah, but again, you got a cartoon coming out?
Cartoon coming out soon. That's just a little sneak peek, but it's gonna be much better than that. And let's see if they chase this dream too and chase me down with a cartoon, y'all.
Yo,
I want that.
I would watch the cartoon.
So and I'll play the video game. Hey, are the cartoon and the video game connected in the sense of like same illustrators and stuff?
Yeah.
Awesome, champ.
Yeah,
yo, that's how you got to do it. Like, I never understood why they get like Fight Night and they have the game and that's great, but they don't use it in any other kind of way. Actually, Champions did a good job with the theatrical stuff that they did. You know, they had kind of like a movie thing going, but that's what's up. I love that idea.
The cartoon, I see it as a good choice for you, champ, because like you're a motivating person. You're motivated, you know, and kids too. Kids, you know, when we grow up, you know, we deal with a lot of pressures and bullies and stuff. I could picture you coming out of the little playground. Let's go, champ.
That's right.
Helping out. Yeah, man. I totally see you playing that part, man, in cartoon. Oh, Jeff, we back, champ.
Yeah, that was Lee. Lee just kept calling me, so I finally answered, and he was like, well, they already started the show without you. I'm like, I'm on the show. Please stop calling.
Yo, Shannon the Can wants you in a video game, man. He working on a video game project. He got some cartoon series maybe coming out. You know, working on that. Say he wants you to be in the game.
Let's Go Champ boxing game. I want you in the game, brother. Ooh, Mayweather. Yo, Jeff. Hey, yo, Jeff. I'm still nice, champ. My hand's nasty, champ. I don't know what it is, but I'll keep getting better and better. And yo, Jeff. I'm keeping it real with you, Jeff. I'm fast, Jeff. I'm fast.
You always been fast.
Faster.
You faster.
He faster. He faster.
It might be the cigar.
The cigar.
This ain't no cigar, brother.
So Jeff, man, do you know anything about Darmani Rock? I'm hoping that you at least seen him in the amateurs facing Cam Austin in Vegas once upon a time. But have you heard of Darmani Rock, U.S. heavyweight?
He was signed with Rock Sports Nation just recently.
Unfortunately, no. I don't know him. I never heard of him.
From Philly. He's a heavyweight from Philly. Nah?
I just found out about him this morning.
Yeah, ain't too much.
Because of y'all.
No way.
I swear to God, I woke up and I was like, yo, I seen, I was like, damn, let me get on the show. And I seen that, so I Googled.
Okay, was this the same guy that Ivan Robinson had something to do with?
Ivan Robinson. I don't know. I could Google that. Let me see.
Ivan, my boy. That's my boy right there. That's my brother. That's my brother right there, Ivan Robinson. I love him. Can't help it. That's my boy.
Well, he was involved with Ivan Robinson. How?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking maybe in training or something like that, because I know he reached out to me to train a guy that's from Philly, but I'm not really sure. I don't think that this might not be the guy though, because this guy
The
don't
rich
seem like
kid, the rich kid said that he said I seen Darmani Rock on a Netflix show. So obviously he was on a show on Netflix. That's what the rich kid said.
Yeah, that's that. What's the name of that? The one Chris Colbert was on, I believe. Cause that's the one. That's the one they
okay.
showed Cam Awesome fighting him and losing to Darmani in the amateurs in Vegas. But now we were just asking because he just finally got released from that Rock Nation contract. You know the heavyweights are popping right now, so you know he's 17-0, 12 KOs. We kind of theoretically talking about where should he go from here. We had Bruce Trampler from Top Rank on last week, who said, he feels like Darmani, or he's heard Darmani doesn't really put it all in the gym. But we don't have many U.S. hopefuls, so I was hoping you guys knew him, and could give us some sort of, trainer aspect. But that ain't gonna work. But we can talk about some current events.
Listen, champ. But listen, I went on his Instagram after, after seeing him, on your page, and I was looking at his hands and everything. He get busy, yo. He throw a lot of punches. He remind me of Big Baby. You feel me?
Yeah, no, listen, I've watched him live. I've been to a couple of his club shows. The issue with him has been signing the Rock Nation. They didn't give him any real television fights. He got on maybe one Top Rank ESPN Plus stream when Michelle Rosado did a card out there, a Philly show. But, he's good. He's just overweight. But then again, there are heavyweights like Adam Kovnacki that are functional, and Areola that are functional, that are, don't have a beautiful body, but they can fight. And that's what this kid allegedly can do. Again, I've seen him in the amateurs. I've seen him in the pros, but he's been in there with guys he's supposed to beat. I think what's exciting is where does he go now? Now that he's no longer with Rock Nation, who picks him up and who builds him? Because you want developmental fights at this stage. He hasn't been anywhere and in the ring with any sort of resistance at this point.
I'm at a loss for words in boxing. I really can't understand. It's so simple to build a fighter in this day and age.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't get it. It's like you got the internet. It's like either they don't want to spend the money. It's just they don't want to spend the money. I don't got it. I don't have it. If I had it, I know what to do with it. It's simple to build a fighter.
It is.
Everybody got a phone.
Yeah. Listen,
everybody want to see a car crash.
What's the trainer we had on yesterday, Mario? Do you remember?
The trainer we had on yesterday,
the question I want to ask Jeff, if a 20-year-old kid walked into your gym, he's 6'6", 308 pounds, D1 football player for about 2 semesters in college and high school, played in high school, two semesters of football, and now he says, I want to fight. He understands he's allegedly not going to make money for the next 5 years, but he tells you, I want to fight. How do you react? This is all hypothetical.
Well, I mean, me, myself, personally, I'm one of those trainers. I'm willing to train almost anyone. And the most important thing is that if you want to fight, you're going to have to show me that you want to fight. Don't tell me you want to fight and you want me to just fulfill your dream, because I have a lot of people that do that call me and tell me, oh, I'm the next Floyd Mayweather, I'm the next this, I'm the next that. No, you're not. And I said, and plus, you should just worry about being yourself, and being the first you, as opposed to telling me about somebody that's already made it. But me, I don't mind. I'll train any person. I don't care. Don't get me wrong. It's also a business for me. I don't work for free. So basically, with that, I don't mind training anyone, but at the same time, I'll be quick to tell you that, if you don't have it, I'm gonna let you know. I mean, if you're wasting your time and my time, I don't, I'm gonna let you know it.
So for me, right, like I thought it was as simple as a blank canvas and someone that really wants to do this because it's the heavyweight division. Is that too, I guess, general and optimistic of me?
Yeah, well, I think so because the thing is that there's got to be a whole lot more to it than just okay, I'm a big guy and this is what I want to do. I mean, because one thing you gotta realize is this: in boxing, you gotta have a fighter that actually can end up in the hands of a major promoter. Because if you don't end up in the hands of a major promoter, you're not going anywhere anyway. Because the big fights are made by them. So, and I mean, and now, especially with the heavyweight division, it's almost like it's almost like you have to really do something to get in that position to try to get a title fight. I mean, it's almost like, of course, you have still what I consider the top three, and that's Wilder, Fury, and AJ. And so basically, you also have other guys that are coming up. That's right on the cusp. Of being potentially a title challenger or something like that. So, I mean, it's a lot more to it than just thinking that, okay, well, I'm big, I'm gonna go in this gym and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna follow my dream, which is fine, but there's a whole lot of work that goes with it. I mean, not just physical work. I'm talking also business, because I gotta sell you to somebody eventually. At some point, I gotta make somebody believe that you're 6'6", whatever, and you can fight. Because if I can't tell somebody, that's gonna move you in a position to get that title fight, we're both wasting our time.
But I mean, again, not but. I looked at it as a long-term investment. It's the kid's 20, and he's, again, willing. It's always got to be up to the fighter that's going to give you 100% of the gym, and you ain't got to call him and handle him. Like, someone that is hungry and eager, but 20, then you could take your time. You can take your time with him.
No, yeah, that's the upside. Definitely, that's the upside. But still, even at 20, you'll find out how bad that person wants it. I don't care what age you are. When a person comes in the gym, they can be 13, they can be 25, you'll know if they want it. And that's the one thing, is that if you just come in here just because you have size and I mean, you decided that, okay, well, this career is over, I want to go do this, it might not work for you. And that's the part that I'm saying. I don't care what age you are, because at any age, you'll find out if it's something that person wants to do. I mean, because like, even as a kid, I've trained a lot of kids, and basically I know what kids wanted and I know what kids don't. And basically, the kid that wants it, he focuses, he listens to everything I say, and he asks questions. The one that don't really want it, he looks around the gym, he's looking at everybody while I'm training him. So it's basically, that lets me know that you're just here because you want to see other people. You're not here because this is what you really want to do. And I can determine that even at no matter what age you are, because if it's something that you want to do, you're going to, you're going to work for it.
Definitely. Jeff, have you heard of Chris Lovejoy? Christopher Lovejoy.
Yes. I trained him for a little bit.
Oh, beautiful. Give us some intel, some
wow.
stories, because he's allegedly going to be fighting on Impact Network if everything goes right. It looks like he'll be fighting Trevor Bryant. WBA just ranked him, and it just is kind of part of our conversation. Big guy, looks well, heavyweight division. My scenario, my hypothetical to you, I'm being long-winded, but my hypothetical to you was because I feel like I've been doing this long enough that I see a void and an easier route to a payday and a title shot for a manager, a trainer, and a fighter in the heavyweight division. I've asked enough trainers this question, and they'll tell you heavyweights peak in their 30s. So if you got a 20-year-old that you can start him early, and he's at 25, 28, beating on these 30-year-olds, he's already got an advantage, is how I'm putting this together in my head. But brings me back to Chris Lovejoy. He did this. A guy late bloomer decided, I want to do this, went to Mexico, built up a 19-0 record, 19 KOs, has beat no one, but he's made enough noise with his Instagram and his sparring of Fury. And now, look, we find out he's trained with Jeff Mayweather, that he's got himself a fight with a WBA interim champion in Trevor Bryant. So, yeah, that's why I'm looking at 20-year-old kid 6'6", like, okay, what could we do here?
Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. The one thing is this. Boxing, we all know how boxing works. Boxing, you can take anyone and basically take them to Mexico and build a record. Because, I mean, basically what you're doing is you're actually paying for a win. You're not going there to lose. You're paying for a win. And there's a lot of fighters that are being built that way now. They go to Mexico with no chance of losing. And basically, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I hope, I wish Chris Lovejoy the best, but he's not going anywhere. I'm just being real. I mean, the one thing is this, is that when I trained the guy, he couldn't even really go 4 or 5 rounds hard on the mitts. But he would go take a fight the following week and of course he get a knockout. But he still haven't learned anything from me, And I mean, and then his condition was really bad, But I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's in a situation where, like I said, you can manufacture these records, and another up and comer, yeah, they want to take that record. I mean, that's what they want to do. They want to take the record. They don't care where it came from. If I beat a guy, if I knock out a guy that's 19-0, I've done something. When realistically, you still haven't done anything because he hasn't done anything. And that's the real of it. But, and so it's a situation where, I mean, I wish Chris the best, but if I'm going to be real, I don't think he's going to do anything. I don't even know the other guy he's fighting, but if he can fight a little bit, I don't think he's going to win.
No, listen, we don't know Trevor Bryant either. He's just been in the rankings for 4 years without a fight. I mean, Frezo Cuendo too, but like, were you present when Lovejoy allegedly sparred Fury?
I wasn't there, but I heard it didn't end well.
Really? Because he makes it seem like he uses that as like his turning stone. Like, yo, man, I gave it to Fury, so like I know I belong.
No, what I heard is Fury. I heard Fury knocked him out.
What?
And I heard it was quick. Yeah, I heard Fury stopped him, and it was real quick. And that I believe because I've actually seen him quit against somebody else a whole lot less than Tyson Fury.
You seen Lovejoy quit by someone less than Fury? Damn.
Yes.
Listen, Jeff, I don't know if we told you the last time you were on, but we had this guy.
I mean, like I said,
Go ahead.
No, what I was just getting ready to say is that, like I said, I mean, he's not a fighter. He's been manufactured. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. I mean, because actually you put yourself in a position to make a payday. You're not putting yourself in a position to be champion because you're never going to be champion. That's that. I mean, who you going to really beat?
But that's what I'm saying. Could we take a person like Lovejoy and turn, not Lovejoy, I think he's too old. Not that, again, you know, God bless him and hopefully he could do what he can from here. But what I mean is, again, we're going back to that 20-year-old that walks into your gym, blank canvas. Can't you make him better than Lovejoy in 5 years? Like, won't he beat the brakes off of a Lovejoy when he's 28?
No, don't get me wrong. I mean, like I said, see, the most important thing is this. Don't just come in the gym already thinking that you can do anything, first of all. And then secondly, like I said, just because you came from another sport doesn't mean that you know anything about this sport that you're doing. And basically that's my job to kind of monitor it and see where your progress is as you moving along. And I mean, and don't get me wrong, I mean, I might make you spar with somebody, you know, after a week. It's just to see if you got anything. And if you most importantly, I want to see if you got any heart. I don't care how big you are. If I put you in with another heavyweight that can actually fight a little bit, you know, I mean, your size should help you, but at the same time, it don't have shit to do with your ability. And so what I'm saying is that if I put him in there with somebody that can fight a little bit, and they beat his ass, and he quit and roll his ass up under the ropes, and then go to the locker room, I'm not gonna waste my fucking time with him.
Let me ask you something. Yeah. You training me is week 2. You want to see what I got? How many rounds you putting me in there to do?
No. What I need to see before I even put you in the ring is how bad you want it. I can determine that.
Let's assume you know that. Let's assume you know I want it. Now you put me in my first spar. How many rounds am I supposed to do?
I would say probably 4.
Oof.
I mean, if you're a pro, you're gonna be fighting 4 rounds at least.
Again, we're talking 20-year-old kid, no amateur background, D1 football player, 2 semesters. He's a blank canvas. You expecting 4 rounds?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's why I won't put him in the ring until I feel that he can actually put out 4 rounds. Okay. I mean, he's gonna work. I mean, when you start with a guy, you don't put him in, just throw his ass in the ring.
No, what you said, I was going off what you said. You said after a week, I'll put him in just to see do he got heart. So I wanted to know, okay.
No, yeah. I can do that. I can.
All right, so that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking specifically. Okay, yeah. I'm asking specifically for that day you put him in for a gut check. How many rounds, like in your mind, you know, if this kid did 3 rounds, Jeff Mayweather says, okay, I'm happy with that. If he did 4 rounds, I'm real happy with that. If he did 2, like, how is it for you, and how many you expecting?
How he deals with adversity, right?
No. Okay, what I would say is basically, don't get me wrong, even if he don't make the 3 or the 4 rounds, that's still fine. What happens is this. Even if he gets his ass whooped and he says, I'm ready to do this again, I got a fighter. I got a motherfucking fighter. I got a guy that's willing to learn, that's willing to get out there and, you know, try to earn his craft. You know, but basically, if I get a guy, like I said, if he gets his ass whooped and then all of a sudden now he don't want to show up at the gym, stay your ass home. I don't need you here. Because the thing is this, is that that's part of the game. That's any sport. Anything that you try, if you fail at it the first time, that's okay. But are you going to show up the next day? And that's the most important thing, is that if you show back up, that means you want it. You want it. Even if you don't want it, you showing me that I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to make this happen. And that's all I need. If I can get that from you, I'm willing to work with you.
Jeff, is your and don't take this as disrespect, because remember, I'm not a historian. Is Celestino Caballero your biggest win as a trainer?
I would say he's the most accomplished.
Yo,
He's the most
that
accomplished.
was one of
He's
my favorite fighters. I've interviewed him from Panama on this show dozens of times. He just horrible promotional manager. I don't really know because back then I wasn't, but man, he was so good. He was so good.
He was a great fighter. I mean, he was one of pound for pound. He was on the pound for pound list. Which is crazy is the fact that, I mean, somehow it just was a blessing from God that I even got this guy because he was world champion when he came to me. And you never usually get someone that a world champion, maybe a person that just lost the title, because nowadays, if as soon as the fighter loses, he got to blame somebody, so he goes to the next trainer. But for some reason, I don't know what happened. It's just like his good friend Miguel Calise, he seen me and he said, "You." He just pointed to me, and I'm like, "Huh?" He said, "You, my guy." I said, "What?" He said, "You gonna train?" He said, "You gonna train my brother?" And I'm like, I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. But then he said, "You're gonna be trained. I want you to train Celestino." At this time, I don't even never heard of Celestino. I'm serious. I don't even know who the fuck he is. And so I go back. I'm doing my damn research, and I'm looking this dude up, and I'm like, "What the fuck they want me for? This dude a world champion already." And so lo and behold, they said we'll get back to you in about in a week or so, and it took them a little longer than that, but yet I got a chance to see a lot of his footage, and basically for a guy his height, I changed him into a boxer as opposed to a guy that, because he loved to slug, he loved to stay inside and fight. He could do it good, but still, I mean, a guy his height and his size for that weight class had no business, taking that kind of risk all the time. And so basically, I mean, and not only, we became friends. I'm talking about like buddies, like hang out, have a good time, things like that. I mean, even to this day, he still calls me every once in a while, and we'll talk on WhatsApp. Great guy. I mean, and he's one of my favorite fighters that I ever trained as well. But he was a phenomenal fighter. He was.
Definitely, man. He put up some great fights, man, and definitely enjoyed them. Wish he would have got, it was like almost, I don't want to say winky, right? But kind of like those guys that get the fame towards the end of their career as opposed to when they definitely should be. But yeah, man, Jeff,
Right.
man, that's basically it. Shannon wanted to get it on with you, and obviously I wanted to run that scenario. Once again, I'll let everybody know where they could get part of your virtual, how they could be part of the virtual training and access it and join up with that.
Well, actually, I have a link on my Instagram page, but also, I mean, of course, through my team, we're going to start putting more out, and so a lot more people can get involved. And most importantly, I mean, I have one guy in particular that's I'm doing personals with, and he loves it. He absolutely loves it. So basically, I'm hoping that of course, I'm hoping that it grows, and I'm having a fun time with it. Because I'm just being myself. And as of right now, because it's not so many people, I actually interact with all the people, and I kind of like ask them what they want more than me just being a teacher. I mean, because I want to, whatever person actually need help on, I want to be able to help them on that.
Jeff, actually, do you still have time? I forgot we got some questions from the people. if you have
Yeah,
time.
no
Perfect,
problem.
perfect. I want to start with our Patreon question, so I'll just pull that up. I almost forgot. Thank you, Steve in Chicago, for the reminder, my friend. We are live, so they wouldn't let us forget. Let's see here. You know, I get caught up in my own stuff, man. I ask a lot of questions, and sometimes they're just personal. I feel like one day I might dabble in managerial. I mean, I see these guys getting opportunities and not getting opportunities, Jeff. I feel like I've given fighters, managers, promoters, television I've given them more phone numbers than they have. Like, I've bridged those gaps, and I've seen bad careers too. I've seen bad, like a Lovejoy career. Like, I can do better than that, bro. I can get you some real names on that resume opposed to Mexico. But anyway, Jeff Mayweather, Patreon questions only. We got David Maldonado. Mario, you want to do this? No? All right.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just on mute. Oh, go ahead, do me if you want to.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Here, I'll do this first one, and then you can get the rest of them because I'm already pulled up. David Maldonado says, being that you are a boxing historian, how do you feel Wilfredo Benitez does in today's 147-pound division? That man won his first world championship at 17 years old against the Hall of Famer in Antonio Cervantes. Today's new age fans think so highly of Shakur Stevenson, but Benitez was Shakur of that time, and what he did may never be done again. Pardon the history lesson that was just intended to share some boxing history with my guys at the Boxing Voice, being that they have limited knowledge of the past greats. Thanks, David. But again, his question was, how does Wilfredo Benitez do in today's 147-pound division?
I think that he would do great. I mean, he was considered a great fighter. I mean, it's not like he was an average Joe. I mean, he was a great fighter, and he fought great fighters. He got beat by great fighters. So, I mean, I think that any guy that, that fought guys like Leonard, Hearns, and, that era where they had, and this guy could actually, he could flat out fight. I mean, not just, he was a phenomenal fighter to me. I mean, as far as his defense, his movement, everything. I mean, he was very slick. And I think that, he could compete in any era.
Jeff, let me slide one in here, Doomy. It's also super chat. Just need to present it properly. So we had Ronnie Shields on here not too long ago, and he discussed separation with a fighter. It's actually been a theme. We get fighters trainers very frequently. We had Pedro Diaz Tuesday, I believe, and we discussed his, departure with Miguel Cotto. So Ronnie chose to separate from F.A. Ajagba, the prospect heavyweight, because Shelly Finkel chose to sell his contract with F.A. due to F.A. bringing on James Prince as an advisor. So Ronnie made it clear that his alliance is to Shelly, and we kind of want to get your opinion on that. I don't want to preference your answer, but I do feel like I need to give you my stance. So my thing is, Shelly basically feeds Ronnie. So if Ronnie feels like Shelly's no longer working with a fighter and I have to wash my hands with that fighter, I don't see anything wrong with it because Shelly is the one that brings you inventory. But how do things work for you, and what is your opinion over that situation?
Well, I guess I don't know. I mean, it can be either way because I mean it's different. If the fighter came to me, my alliance is to the fighter. If someone brought that fighter to me, and basically, I mean, I think my alliance would probably be to the person that brought the fighter to me.
Okay, so you understand. And that's what I thought, because for you, how's it been most of your career in terms of the fighters that you've been able to train? Do they just show up to you, or is it the manager or the promoter that brings them to you?
Most of the time, the fighters themselves just, they seek me out, and especially now there's social media. So fighters reach out to me, via social media. So basically, I just tell them, show up at the gym, and of course, I mean, I have I was fortunate and blessed to get the kid that I feel is going to be a force of course, in the cruiserweight, Doll Riley, in which he's fighting on that undercard of Tyson and Jones. And now him, it's almost like he came into the gym with KSI, and basically I saw him. And it's almost like I kind of worked myself into getting him, because it was like I saw this kid and I said, damn, he can fight, And then my manager was kind of like, who's actually is? He said, Jeff. He said, we got to get him. And so I started training him. And I mean, and the kid he's 22 years old, but I think he's been on this planet before, because he has a very, very old spirit. And when we sit down and talk, we don't talk about boxing. We talk about anything except boxing. And so me and him clicked, I mean, instantly. And it's like now, I mean, I feel good, because I was getting to the point in boxing where I started to feel like I want to leave. But he's like re-sparked everything for me, in terms of making me feel good when I go to the gym. When I wake up in the morning now, it's like, okay, I know exactly where I'm going, and I want to help this guy, and I want to be a part of his journey. And so, I mean, I guess, right now, I mean, he is a big force as to why I'm still in boxing right now.
Wow, so he must be really, really good.
Not only is he good, believe me, the one thing is this. Like they say, he will be able to put asses in the seats. So when he joins that cruiserweight division and actually start making a mark for himself, everyone's going to be targeting him, because he's going to be the money of the division. Even if he's not champion, he's still going to be the money of that division.
Definitely. So I got to ask, when you were sitting back and you watched him, you said, damn, this kid could fight, and your manager leaned in, was that during the Tabiti and Riley sparring?
No, actually, it was the sparring the day before. He sparred with some guy, and basically,
some guy just walked in the Mayweather gym. Who was he sparring?
I don't know the guy, but he was. I mean, it was a guy that had been in the gym, but I mean, I'm the type of person that when I'm in the gym, I only pay attention to my fighters. I don't know everybody else fighters. I don't give a fuck about your fighters, because they don't mean nothing to me, So I'm not, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm friendly with everybody, but what I'm saying is that I'm not one of those trainers that's trying to be conniving and trying to steal somebody's fighter. So you're not never gonna hear me like pull somebody to the side and say, "Oh, your trainer ain't shit." That's not me. So I stay in my lane with only my fighters. So a lot of guys that come in the gym, they've been coming in the gym for fucking 6 months. I still don't know who they are. That's just not me. So basically, I just focus on my guys, and that's why I didn't know who he was. But the guy had been in the gym for a while.
Doomy, pick up with the Patreon questions.
Yeah, absolutely. The next one's coming from Steve in Chicago. Says, thanks for coming on the show. How do you feel about Earl Spence coming back against Danny? Should he have taken a tune-up?
Well, I mean, I guess he wants to. I guess he wants to take a risk and find out where he's really at. I mean, me myself, yes, I think that he should have took a tune-up. I mean, because he was in a devastating accident, and you don't never really know. It's different, even if you're sparring, it's different. All that stuff is different when those lights come on again, and all of a sudden, and now you're back out there, and Danny's not no fucking walkover. So, I think that, if I was managing him, I would have gave him a tune-up just for his bravado to feel good about himself.
Now, what about those people? And I know you might answer this short because that's how I kind of feel is that they just don't know boxing. But people that feel Danny is the tune-up.
I don't see Danny as a tune-up. I mean, Danny can fight. I think that he's a genuinely good fighter. And actually probably could win a title. I mean, again, it's not like Danny's a washed up champion or something, but he's not. He's a guy that can every fight that he lost was close. So I mean he was in every fight that he's been in. And so, and now he's in there with a guy who actually still don't really know, until he steps into that ring and actually get hit with the first punch again. I mean, then that's when the verdict is going to be out on Earl Spence. Is he still the same guy, or maybe he's not? And I mean, I think that, a guy like Danny he's the right guy to bring that out of him. He's going to bring the best out of him.
They said that Danny. They said that Danny beat Earl in the amateurs. I was gonna ask you, does that play on the fighter's psyche? Knowing that he got beat, in the past, or does he?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so because look at. You have a few guys that beat Mike Tyson before he became who he was. What happened when they fought?
Absolutely.
I don't think so. I think that once you get to a certain level, and especially once you become one of the faces of the sport, actually, it's almost like you put your stamp that I'm one of the stars of the sport. And that all that does is motivate you more and have you work even harder to stay in that position. And so, I don't think that Danny beating him means nothing. It's different. It's different if you're talking about if they had fought as a professional, then Danny had beat him then, because as a professional, yes. It makes a big difference once you've been beat by somebody, because once that ass whooping starts happening, sometimes you'll be like, okay, well, I don't want no more of this. And you'll just fold. But being that was something that a long time ago, it doesn't mean anything now.
And let me ask you, a lot of people say that, Danny's flat-footed. I personally don't think he's flat-footed. I think he sits on his punches. But what do you think about that comment when you look at Danny moving around the ring?
No, I don't think he's flat-footed. I think he has a devastating hook. That's his best punch. But no, I don't think he's flat-footed at all.
All right, the next was coming in from a Patreon question. He says, how's the YouTube channel going? This is Eric from Texas. I think we might have lost Jeff a little bit.
Did we lose him?
Yeah.
Looking like we might have lost him. Hopefully he jumps back on.
He froze. Yep, he froze.
Well, that is that.
We will get it back. What was that morning cartoon show on PBC or PBS?
After these messages,
we'll be right back. Shout out to everyone who grew up on PBS. Yo, if I have to hear another airdrop sound,
that's an email going now.
like
I'm
4
always
Yo,
working.
he get
I'm
mad at us
always
when we chatting on
working.
Skype.
I'm always working.
when you
Email
airdrop.
going out.
Damn,
I'm
my man
always
Jeff.
working.
Yo, it's
I'm
crazy
always
how
working.
much time Jeff Mayweather as a trainer has flown under my radar, bro.
What?
I make it.
What do you
thing.
mean?
Like,
You wild, bro.
I should have been more interested in searching out his career and his story, man.
Absolutely.
Yo, the champ got knowledge. And yo,
It was a big part of Floyd's career early on.
when the fight,
I
yo,
think
when,
Shannon's a-
when these trainers start to talk, bro, like I feel like I'm in a brotherhood, bro. Everything they
Brotherhood.
saying is how I
What do you
feel,
mean?
man.
How you
gotcha,
feel.
gotcha.
As a coach,
Yeah.
Let's
No, I
know
feel
what I'm
you.
talking about.
Call
He
you
knows what I'm talking
coachy. Call you ain't no coach. You only come to the
But
gym once a
Doomy,
week.
is it frustrating for you as a coach to have
To not show up to the gym.
and no names, but is it frustrating for you as a coach to have a pupil who you give advice
Outspoken.
to, but then doesn't listen until he hears it from another pro trainer's mouth?
No, I mean if I were to ever see something like that, and knowing that I put an effort to a certain combination, a certain effort, dude, I would probably just be like, hey, listen, maybe you're just not, maybe you're not compatible with me. Maybe you just, you're more. There's no hard
It's
feelings.
tough to have
I wanna live that
stubborn
lifestyle.
fighters, right?
Yeah,
It's gotta be tough to have.
Nah.
Oh, Ness is a
Nah.
person you train, right?
Nah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ness is the
Stubborn
only person
fighters-
that I've really committed to
No, I'm
train.
playing.
Stubborn
I'm trolling.
fighters.
I'm
Stubborn
Let me tell you something.
fighters. Let me tell you
You've
something.
done a great job with Ness. You have.
Stubborn
I can
fighters
tell you-
are the ones that want to win.
Listen, what I can tell you is from what I've seen, and I've seen Ness's development, and that
shit,
last
what was
fight,
that?
he looked really, really good. Even when he was tired, he was doing
was not
things like you
tired.
could see he
I was
went
not
into
tired.
auto mode.
I was
right?
not tired. That was all part of the plan. Dog, I got 2 knockdowns in the first round. What sense
Well,
does
technically you got one, but sure.
it? No, 2. 2.
No, they didn't count the second one.
Right hand knockdown, left hook into the rope knockdown. Stop
Well, they
it,
didn't
champ.
count it,
They
so-
counted them both. Stop it, champ. Stop
No,
it.
they didn't.
Stop
Did
it,
they
champ.
do me?
Absolutely. And that's why the second round
Oh,
I
my
took
bad.
off.
Sorry, champ.
Second
I thought
round
they
I
did.
took off like Triple G because I'm the show. So I got to carry my man. And he didn't even land, and they still gave him that round because the hate is real. The hate is
You
real.
know what else, do me? I think, and listen, I'm going to give you the credit, but maybe, Ness can say the credit comes somewhere else too, but I'm going to give you the credit because the one thing I think that you've instilled in Ness is discipline because, and I'm not talking about training or anything, early in his fights, the one thing that I didn't like was the complaining. And you see that from guys. We've seen that from Paulie and a few other guys. And listen, I'm not saying that Ness didn't have a reason to complain.
That was,
Real quick,
that
let me
was
just get this
not
off.
normal,
I'm not saying that Ness
dog.
didn't
Yo,
have a
you
reason to
wildin' right
complain.
now.
Listen, I'm not saying that Ness didn't have a reason. He absolutely did, but I appreciate it more when you let the ref do the job. But in the last fight, there were moments where it was getting dirty, and Ness didn't, make a spectacle of it. He didn't,
Right now.
try to call it out. Yeah, he kind of told
Mario,
the ref,
Mario,
hey,
you my
go
way.
behind the head.
I want you, punk. I want you.
Hey, October 24th.
Yo, Mario, the next
I'ma be
comment,
there.
Listen, the next comment is gonna be Ness. That is what Ness would do. All his fights are short guys. Like they gonna say
I didn't say that. I didn't say
No, I said that's what the comments gonna be next.
Oh, the comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
You evolve. You
Ness
evolve
has
from
evolved for sure.
Yeah, from fight to fight. I see it. You guys seen it, and
see
the
it.
attitude changes, and you only get better, bro. And the one thing that I gotta give Ness credit for is his willingness to work. His willingness to work is so good that you gotta dial him back and you gotta tell him to chill out. I gotta sit there and tell him yo.
But what do you mean by that? You mean aggressiveness, blowing his load?
Because let me tell you something. When you got a guy that's willing to work and he's a workhorse, you gotta be smart as a trainer.
Overtraining?
Yeah, on making sure that he's not getting into his head that, I got to beat up my body to the maximum just so I can be better on fight day. Don't work like that. You got to have it's a balancing act. And I'm literally sitting at him because I'm the outside guy. You're putting in the work. I'm the guy looking at you, and obviously I'm getting better at it because, when this show comes off and I'm looking at stuff, I'm looking at boxing. I'm studying. I'm studying and I'm looking at everything. So before I get into all that, like what I'm telling you is that I'm analyzing constantly. I'm seeing how many, and even now, like I got a punch counter now. You know, we were supposed to go to Border Wars, next Border Wars, so I was ready to start get more scientific, because when Briggs came on, shout out to the champy, and he started talking about how, you know, you throw 500 punches, they equal a certain amount, and you start to really, they call it a sweet science because it is. You start to delve in on what combination of workouts can do what for your fighter, and if your fighter took off today, is he gonna be better tomorrow? Yo, it's a constant just
Did Ness understand the idea of what's it called? Like not recuperating, but like rest days, like what's it called? Not recuperating, off days, off days, but what do you, when you recuperate, what's it called? Like
rest.
Rest, definitely. But did he understand the idea of putting in the work and then letting your body recuperate to build?
Let me tell you something. Ness don't know what it is to
rest,
to go to sleep. No, just kidding.
It sounds like that.
No. Be
not
honest,
to sleep, but to rest. He seems like he is just gun ho when it comes to training.
Look, yeah, gun ho to training. Like obviously I don't know exactly all his patterns of sleeping. You know what I'm saying? You could take a good nap and help. Like, we're not just fighting, dudes. You know, like, we're podcasting, we're sitting here, we're working. Like, to the mere fact that we can still do this, I am impressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to be all coach, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be all coach. I'd be in the gyms. I'd be all coach. So the simple fact that we juggle around and we do so many things is incredible, and still manage to get into the fight, train, and fight. To me, it's incredible. So I say that all to say that, you know, he manages to work, but then sometimes I got to dial him back, and he don't want to dial back. And that's when it sucks, because then I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, damn, you're like, he just doesn't know that little by little deteriorations start coming about. And even though you might have gotten the best sleep of your life the night before your fight, and you got all this good stuff the night before, you didn't give yourself time to really truly recover. Yeah, you got some good rest, you feel refreshed, but your muscles, your ligaments, everything else that is your body and it's moving and taking beatings hasn't fully recovered and recovered in the right way. So that, to me, scares me, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to have you're never going to have a 100% fighter, right? It's hard to do that, but I want it as close as possible to that 100%. So recovery is very important, but I get it. Putting in the work is just as important, but it's a balancing act. And when you're a trainer, you got to deal with the attitudes. You got to deal with the different things. So it's like when the elite trainers come on here and they start talking, and like, you guys see me a little quiet, it's because I'm just soaking it in. Not only soaking it in,
yeah,
but I'm also so happy, because my thought process is,
it gives you that justification.
Yes, that I'm sitting around, I'm talking to these elite trainers who've trained hundreds of fighters, probably, or even thousands, who knows, like, in their lifetime, and that I have the same sentiments. Gives me a lot of reassurance in my journey. You know what I'm saying? And obtaining more knowledge and giving me confidence in my analyzations. You know what I'm saying? That involves in fighting, bro. Because
Ness. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Ness, how much is it for a on-demand show?
I mean, I think the base is like 35, but that would only be like 30 minutes, no calls, no nothing. You got to go through it.
Okay, so I'll go through it, because I'm thinking what I would like to do is I would like to start every month, because right now Border Wars is off and everybody misses that show. It would be cool to get not every fighter, but pick a select few and watch all their fights through. And the good thing about Border Wars is we can actually show the footage, you know, and they're not long fights. Like, if you remember, if y'all will recall, we did a Ness, I don't remember who the fight was against that we did, but we did a fight chat. A film study. I'm sorry. We did a film study for that. It would be dope, like, to go through Ness's body of work. Coach Mitty would be cool. Marvin would be cool. Rel, I think. How many fights does Rel have?
We will never do film studies on Ness. I hate all my fights.
But if I'm paying for it on demand, then you got no choice. Champ. That's why I didn't say. Doomy, you notice I didn't say, hey, nope, I want to have an idea for a show. Nope. I said, how much is it for on demand? Because I know even as a host, he won't do it unless we do it on demand.
Nope. So I'm
Well, you
too
can't-
critical. I'm too critical of
So
myself.
you're gonna tell me? So if I pay for an on demand, we're not doing it. Yes, we are doing
We
it.
not.
If I pay for that on demand,
We're
yes, we are. If
not.
I'm doing it, if I'm
Hey.
paying for it,
Hey, what happened? Let me get to these callers, man. We not doing it, Mario. Ski, fuego, ski.
I'm gonna pay for it. We're gonna do it.
We could do it on what's his kid name? Marvin. You know what I'm
Marvin.
saying?
I would like to do it on Marvin.
Start laying
Yo,
that
the
seed.
tank.
Start laying
Oh,
that
you know
seed.
what? That'd be a great one, bro. Let's do a film study on Rel's fight and Tank's fight in anticipation.
Oh,
bro, 'cause,
yes.
yo, that
That's an
Border
idea.
Wars
Hell yeah.
champ, fire.
I know that
Sam.
animosity building, bro.
Sam in the UK said, Ness, you don't want to be exposed. First of all, we already did a film study on my fight. Patreon already chose to do that. And no one was as critical as I. I am just overly critical, so I don't want to sit there and rewatch.
Yo, Sam's trying to get tape on you, Ness.
Tell Sam
he wants next.
Join the Patreon gang in the Border Wars chat, and you gonna see what it's all about. I released a lot. That's why people talking Border Wars today, because I released like 20 things today that was Patreon only. I finally released them. So
Recovery. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus, I'm an idiot.
Imagine you coming off the couch, getting in shape, going through the fight interviews, sending in sparring footage, getting in the ring, and then all of a sudden, fight day, Border Wars. You're walking down the walk of a warrior with your best song playing, all right? With your people that probably came by, screaming, yeah. You hear the claps, you hear all the intensity, all eyes on you. You're walking up the ring, you go through the ropes, you look out to the crowd, and you say, "This is my time."
And you take that pandemic tune-up, because I'm letting y'all know right now, Ness taking a pandemic tune-up. That's the problem. People think they gonna get me, out of shape. Nah. I'm gonna take a pandemic tune-up, then we ready for whatever mandatory this out there that I don't even have. Because people running.
Hey, yo, the shit you come up with, though. The pandemic tuna.
Bruh. Yo, ain't Top Rank doing it? Ain't the Zone just put some tune-ups in there, some pandemic tune-ups? Come on, bruv.
It sounds like an auto mechanic shop.
Come on, bruv. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping and out of timing and all that craziness. Never. You beat me, you gonna beat the best me. Believe that.
Bro, I've been shadow boxing, man. I don't stop shadow boxing. I always shadow box. I can't see a time where I'm not gonna shadow box. Like, I'm walking around my house always throwing punches. My girl be looking at me like, what's wrong?
We don't got a date. We don't got a date for Border Wars because obviously the world ain't back. But I am hitting up a few people. I think I'm about to check my messages. Cause I think Cunningham already watched the videos I sent them, because we gonna get a location. I also sent them to the owner of Wilder's gym, because we trying to get this location.
Shout out to Cuz, man, at the Maris Hill. Shout out to you, champion, Willie Lowe.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, Belanga, you said we could do the show, man. You free right now? We gonna extend this. I ain't gonna do y'all like that on a Friday, but Belanga said he free now. I was about to jump on him.
Bring him on.
Belanga.
Bro, are you serious? We gotta talk to him about.
Let's do Wednesday.
Yo, we gotta talk to him about Canelo.
Yeah, man, we gotta talk to him about what kind of hands he got, man. He got some adamantium hands.
Word, he got them Wolverine claws in him.
Vibranium hands, bro.
He punching people with pieces of Captain America's shield.
I ain't put nobody on Wednesday, cause I be double booking. We got Keith Hunter on Tuesday. I forgot to put that in the calendar, but I put it already, so y'all should know. We got nobody on Wednesday, so we're going to go ahead and ask him for Wednesday.
We got Shadeja on Monday, which I am very much looking forward to that interview after, our last interview with
Franchon.
With Franchon, yeah. Word. Yo, we got to get to these callers, Chant. That's what we got to do.
Yeah. Yo, I'm checking the inbox, making sure we got a spot. Trying to do Border Wars.
Word. I feel
things
you.
is getting hot. Feel me? Feel me?
I feel you, champ. I feel you. Yo, do me. It's so funny you said that too, because I legit got the ball hanging, right? And I was actually gonna ask you this too, but let me finish this real quick. So I've been every time I pass by it, I spend 2-3 minutes just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll do my workout, right? 15 minutes, sometimes 30, right? Full everything. I'll put a circuit in and everything. But if I'm walking by, like if I'm leaving the house, I'll just do it real quick. Throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? I start getting ready. Yo, my girl started doing it now. She sees it and she'll just use it for squats. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I want to do it too now. So I was like, all right, whatever. But I was gonna ask you, so what I used to use is I used to put a couple baseballs in a deflated speed bag, right? It seemed like most people use a deflated speed bag. But I threw that away. I had the Promex one. I threw it away because it busted. Anyway, I got a softball, like a big softball, huge, like men's slow pitch softball, right? Put it in a shirt sleeve. And so that's all I use. But I heard, like I was looking at videos, they say that it's better to use a soft material at first because that way if you get hit, it won't hurt you. You can make mistakes. But I've also read that it's better to always use something hard to teach you a lesson.
Just put sand
what do you
in
think?
Just put sand in it.
So you think that it's not a good idea to use that, like teach you a lesson? Because I'm not gonna lie, I got hit in the back of the head. I was like,
no. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm the type of guy I like to blend in old school with the new school. All right.
Word.
I'm always gonna give you the grit because the fighters of those times just fought for a different purpose, different times. It was just a different type of mentality you had to have. So that mentality, you bring that forward into these future fighters, so to speak. The guys fighting now, you put that type of mentality into these guys. That's the type of mentality you want in these fighters. Now, I say all that to say this: like, you ain't gotta work with hard material, knowing you're just starting, so you could just get hit in the head like your kickboxer Van Damme and shit, and like you got to get split open, like all that craziness. Look, listen, just put sand in the bag, let the thing swing. If sand hits you, it's not gonna like bruise you, it's not gonna cut you, nick you. You know what I'm saying? But so much sand can fit in that teardrop bag anyway, or that broken speed bag, whatever you got. Another thing is that besides that pendulum bag, you can use they have real small punching bags that you can get, like tiny punching bags, and as long as you hang it high enough to where the bottom of the bag is at your chin, then you can swing that bag. All right, that punching bag, essentially, it's not a teardrop bag, it's a punching bag, but the fact that the bottom of the bag is at your chin, that's all that's gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? So you could duck out of that. You could still move your head out of the way. A few fighters that you can see using this bag, that you're familiar with. One is Canelo. Canelo uses it a lot. Canelo uses that smaller punching.
Yes.
And he moves
so
with
good
it.
at it, bro.
And he
Let's
moves
get to
with
these
it.
callers, champions.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Brandon in Cincinnati, what up? Brandon in Cincinnati, what up? Going once, twice. Looking like Caesar in Vegas.
Caesar
just listening. Idris in the UK.
What's up?
Caesar, what up? Yeah, we hear you.
Now. Yeah, just keep doing it.
Man, you breaking up, champion. You're breaking up. We're going to get back to you. Idris in the UK.
Yo.
Hear me? We hear you.
So, I'm just saying, man, this show was so didn't realize for so long. So, your thing, nice show. Hey, I'm coming for you. Alex is now coming. Alexander.
Yo, what's up with y'all internet today, man?
Bro, I'm deciphering your call right now.
King
That's how
Born,
crazy
what's going on?
Oh, King Born.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, man, you got real service.
Listen, yo, shout out to y'all. I still didn't talk to Shannon the Cannon, but he was talking about Miller Ave, all that stuff brought me back. He definitely right about them Brownsville dudes. Even in jail, Rikers Island, wherever the hell you at, them Brownsville dudes, they stick together. Like Tyson said. Love the Jeff Mayweather. Hey, yo, your man Chris Lovejoy, man. What's up with him, man? He said he knocked out Fury. What's going on? You know what I mean?
Hey, what?
Dudes coming up here wilding with that, man. Like, yo, you heard what Jeff Mayweather said, man. Yo, he ain't nice. He ain't nice like that, man. We gotta see what's going on, man. But like I said, man, the thing, back to homeboy, Darmani Rock. Listen, man, get him focused, get him right, get him on a training program, get him down to 245. And watch how he bloom and blossom. He should go to Top Rank, or he should go to Lou DiBella. You know what I mean? He should do something though. But I don't know if he PBC. I don't know if they're gonna keep him stagnated like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, y'all been going hard, man. 3 hours, 22 minutes. I'm in Texas. Mario, I'm coming to your crib. Coming to your crib, Mario.
I got you, big dog.
You know
I got you.
All right, no doubt. But like I said, man, great interview, man. Yo, I can't wait for that Edward Belonga. Peace, y'all. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Bless,
listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to bring you to eat the best breakfast tacos in the world.
Taquito.
And if you're not married and you don't got a girl, then I'm going to take you to the other taco spot. You know what I'm saying?
The other. Yo, let me get to Majid, Orlando. What up?
What up, everybody? Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel to help us reach the next goal, and subscribe to that Patreon for whatever y'all could afford. But I like the interview with Mayweather or whatever. It seemed like once you ask them the right questions, they go cold with it with their responses. So he shocked me with some of the stuff he said. And about them trying to go back and pay $35 to watch your fight. Tell you, look, Ness, this is your show. Don't nobody get to study the boss or whatever. Y'all just got to try to win however way possible. Even if you cherry pick, it is what it is. So that's what I was talking about, Mario. But like I said, I'm 5'7", 130, and I beat you up at every Border Wars after Buffy, dog. But yeah,
Right,
man, that's
champion.
all I got, dog.
How tall he say he is?
5'7".
5'7".
Yeah.
He got
But
he got
you
an
way
inch
too
on me.
much. You way too much. You 190,
Oh,
bro.
I got off the scale today. 191.
Hey yo, we gotta see footage of Keem. Keem, submit that footage, Keem. He ain't even on the line, man.
He been under construction on the DL.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He might be too experienced for mine. He been working for like 3 years on a low. Yo, but let me see. He ain't jumping here. Who up in here? He ain't up in here. Where you at, champ? What up, though?
Che. Bueno, pues. He is not there.
Not yet, though. So we gonna move on to Majid. We went to in Orlando. We about to go out to the one, the only.
Hell no. He mad because I get the better fights. He mad because they still like me more. He mad because I got better numbers. He mad because he can't beat Keith Thurman. That's why he mad. Hell no.
That's why he mad.
Yo, Intrigue the Incredible. What up? Nah, you busy at work?
Que increíble.
Yeah, what's good, man? Yeah.
What up, champ?
Yeah, man. I missed most
What's
of the show, man. I ain't got really nothing to say. I missed most of the show, but yeah, keep doing y'all thing.
All good, man. Thank you for tuning in, obviously, and thank you for the continued support. Intrigue in Atlanta is obviously a boomerang. We're going to go out to these super chats, see where we left off at. Looking like we're going to stop at and start at Darmani Rock news coming from TJ, who says, TBV breaking news big time and Hunter on Impact. Yeah. Trenton says, we got to get, you said that one, boom. So Boston Jarrett says, Shannon, have you ever had any run-ins with Brownsville rappers? We said that. And then Coyote said, did the champ ever talk about his time with Finkel, which I said is a banned question until Joe Lasisi or Lil Reezy, freeloaders in the chat, sign up. Until they sign up to Patreon and ask the question themselves, it will never be asked. All right? Bowen Bama says, get the champ a wrench, because we had spotted Shannon in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So Shannon Briggs sees y'all in the chat. You better be careful. Ryan O'Rourke asks this question to Jeff. Ask Jeff if he becomes friends with his fighters and not disown them for joining different promotional company. Hashtag Ronnie Shields don't care about fighters.
We had Ness read.
Oh, here go my
construct
man,
that
and them
one.
he snuck up on me while I was reading questions, though. Yo, champ, what it do? Yo, champ, what it do?
Who, you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh, I didn't know y'all can see me.
Yeah, we see you. You looking good out there. That nice California sun, man. You in Vegas or Cali?
L.A.
Okay, L.A. Listen, man, so I wanted to get you because, bro, we just got off the line with Jeff, and we was just talking randomly, obviously because he in Vegas. You know, I just said, yo, have you ever seen Chris Lovejoy fight? And he like, yeah, I trained them. So you trained with Jeff? You ain't tell us that?
Man, I trained with Jeff. I was gonna have Jeff be with me for one of my fights. But I be moving around so much, man. I don't like to waste Jeff's time. Jeff is a real serious dude. And he don't like me to come 1 week, be going to LA this week, then pop back up 2 weeks later. He seen me on films with this trainer. So, he like a more committed, serious, disciplined dude. So I really don't want to waste his time. But I will work with Jeff. I like Jeff. We got good chemistry. He got a lot of good fundamentals and everything for me. But it's just that I be moving around too much. I can't be consistent with him. He got the meal plan and everything for me.
Definitely. Champ, hit me with one of these. Bam, sideways. Let everybody see them guns, you know what I'm saying? Them shoulder, them traps, you feel me? You never know. I need you to help our female demographic jump, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you clearly have been doing your incline bench press because it looked like you got 4 collarbones, my man.
All I've been doing was push-ups for like 3-4 months straight.
You must have been doing them upside down.
So listen, man, Jeff, when he hit us with the I trained him, I'm like, do you know he's got this fight coming up with Trevor Bryant, possibly? Is that official? I mean, what's going on? Are you fighting Bryant? Is it on Impact? What's going on?
Okay, I'm gonna keep real with y'all as y'all keep real with me. I got the offer. It's supposed to be going down. I don't know if his side of the contract is signed, but Don King was trying to lock up the opponent. And you know me, instantly, that's the fight I want. So I agreed to the fight. Now, they ain't got a location or a date yet, but, it is sanctioned by WBA if you check them back on the rankings. So they're trying to figure everything out. They're trying to, last time I talked to Don King, he was talking about, he was hollering at Al Hammond about the October 24th date. Then when I talked to him, he said, that's like 50-50. I got something going on Impact Network, and we could just pick a date. So right now, I'm getting ready. It's probably going to happen soon. But if not, I've been contacted by Guido Vianello's camp for a potential fight in Italy. And that's another fight that I want, a winnable fight that I want. I've been waiting for it. So it's like 50-50 between them two, man.
So I had spoke to somebody that says, I think it's like 3rd week. Did you get a date for the 3rd week of September for possible Bryant on Impact? Like, I think like September 20-something? 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the contracts or nothing ain't been sent out, but that seems to be pretty solid. Do you not believe it is?
I believe it is because I'm in contact with him, and, I told him to send me a couple dollars for some camp money if y'all serious. They sent me a couple dollars, so I don't think they just send out money for no reason.
All right, so you know what? Because I never asked you this, bruh. Is that a Phantom that you got?
It's a Phantom.
Bruh, how the hell you got a Phantom and you ain't a champion? That's like, I mean, first of all, I'm in your pockets. That's right. I want to know how much you paid because I from what I hear, them things at least $300,000 and some more.
It's $550,000. That's my brother car. That ain't even my car. That's
that
my brother
ain't your car. You be in there. I ain't seen you in another car on your IG. Now that's your brother car. I hear you, bro. He don't want no baby moms or girlfriends trying to say he got the bread. That's what it is. Cause you got way too many videos with that Phantom for that to be somebody else's. I honestly don't believe that. But that is a beautiful car, champ. Beautiful car. Damn, I was like, wait a minute, that's a Phantom for real. And then I
Then he-
stalked your Instagram. I'm like, wait, that really is one, and it's been there for a while.
And that's a car guy too. So
Phantom Talk. You know, it's that. You know, Jay-Z and DJ Khaled had the rave talk.
Yeah.
I had to the Phantom Talk.
Bruh, so I seen in videos like when you driving at night, you got like stars on the inside. What is it? Stars or is it like what's that?
It's stars on the roof. That's like the Rolls Royce thing. Stars in the stars on the roof.
Champ,
Like-
you ain't playing. I'm telling you right now, you ain't playing. So listen, they sent you camp money. Did you start camp or is you blowing this money, Chris? I see you over. You got too much lotion on. You got the black tank top. You look like you chilling. Is you training?
I'm training, man. I'm just in the trenches right now. I'm just training right now. I'm training. I'm about to do my calisthenics. That was my manager just called me a few minutes ago. We supposed to go do some running, but he don't know I'm doing my burpees and push-ups and pull-ups and stuff now before we go link up. Yeah, I'm doing all that stuff. I'm working with Buddy McGurk a little bit during the week. He working with me right now. That's what's going on. I'm just training, here and there.
Damn, wait. So now is Buddy you gonna work with? I thought you was gonna work because I've been trying to hit up Malik Sky. He like, yeah, I'm gonna get with you. I'm gonna set up the Skype, blah blah blah. So I'm like, is it Scott? Is it Buddy? Who you using?
I really want Scott, but he's like a A1 celebrity trainer right now. He got a lot of people, training. He's on next level. But he will make time for me. But I don't want to cram his style. Come in there, we'll do. So we've been talking. We gotta figure out a schedule. I do want him to be my main trainer in my camp for this fight and the rest of the fights. But he got a lot going on. He got a lot of clients. Personal training and boxing clients. So, I'm being patient with him, and we're gonna hook up soon. But just in the meantime, I'm just like a sponge, soaking up all the game I can from whoever I can, and just keeping it consistent, staying in the gym. I'm supposed to be getting some Mike Hunter this week. I'm supposed to go to Vegas.
Yo, how was that spawn? You sparred with Mike Hunter. How many rounds?
We sparred numerous times before. I'm supposed to go.
But this time, how many rounds, champ?
We didn't. No. We're about to go this weekend.
I'm on you.
You told me to meet him in Vegas, so yeah, I gotta get out there.
I'm on you. I know Mike. I'm calling you next week and him next week. Make sure it went down. Cause listen, you brought up sparring, and like when we was talking with Jeff, I brought up the Fury thing because you told us you gave Fury that work. Is that what happened?
I didn't say I gave him that work.
Oh,
I said we sparred, and I helped him out for his camp, and he helped me out with some experience. I didn't say I beat him up or knocked him out. I just said that we sparred, and he helped me out, and I helped him out.
But, all right, so I ain't going to say you said you gave him that work, and I ain't going to say you said you got the better. But you definitely made us feel like that sparring let you know you belong.
Definitely. Whenever you can get in the ring with somebody top 5, top 2, number 1 in the world, and being there with them and learn and come out without bumps and bruises, that's a good experience. And you can feel like, well, shit, it don't really get no better than this. So if I can spar with him, and we can both make it back to our families without saying, man, they send me to the hospital, because some sparring camps it gets ugly. Broken bones and concussions and hospital visits. And we both left to go see our family, so it was a good experience. I think doing that let me know I can get in there with anybody.
Cause I ain't gonna front, I want Jeff to come back, but he came and dropped the bombshell. He tried to say maybe Fury put you out very quickly.
Well, you should ask him. He wasn't there.
Yeah, no, he said that. He said, look, I wasn't there.
He said that's what he heard.
But he heard that you and Fury spar, and it ain't go past the first round. And he said he put you in there with someone else, and you quit within 4 rounds. So I'm like, not my man from LA. No way. I got to get him on, but I ain't want to have y'all both on, and because you still could maybe something happened between you and him that we don't need to know, that y'all need to fix, and he could be still in your corner, but we need to know what's going on, because that's making the UK people talk like, oh, another American he knocked out, whoop-diddy-whoop. Nah, man, like we need to know the truth.
Well, no. He didn't knock me out, like I said. But that's good for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I kind of made like a video, and I was talking shit to Tyson Fury about you was talking some stuff, and we can readdress that day however you want. I took it down because it's like we're not really here for that. I just didn't like how he lied. Like it's 13, 14 people there, 5 sparring partners there. Y'all had cameras. Y'all made me turn my camera off. You know what I'm saying? So post the video.
Nah. Wait a minute. This better not be no LA thing, because Ivan Redcats just got done like that. Like, yo, you can't record, but we record and post it. So now you telling Fury didn't let you record, but posted his?
Oh, no. I got mine. I have my people get mine.
So you didn't get knocked out and you got footage?
Yeah.
So you need to delete that. You need to delete that. You can't let these dudes dirty your name. You about to go into a title shot. It's like Joshua. Remember when Joshua was about to fight Andy Ruiz? And then, my man from Philadelphia, Joey DeWaco, is being, I'm not going to say he said, I'm going to say the media was saying Joey DeWaco knocked out Anthony Joshua in Spawn. So, like, you don't want to go into a fight, people saying, oh, Chris Lovejoy, nah, he ain't fought nobody. He just got 19 fights in Mexico and Fury knocked him out in Spawn. Like, we need to drop that.
I mean, they could drop it, but at the end of the day, I don't really worry about stuff I can't control. If they say I got knocked out, okay, cool, I got knocked out. If they say I knocked him out, it's cool. End of the day, we still got to fight. End of the day, it is what it is. And even if either one of those sides was true, it's just practice. That's like saying Michael Jordan missed 20 shots in one practice. Okay, but he made 50 in a real game. So I'm 19 knockouts, number 6 in the USA, number 14 in the world, and I'm about to be fighting for the WBA strap, interim title.
Talk that shit, champ. Talk that shit. Yep. They can't hold you back. They don't want to see you win, champ. They don't want to see you win, but that's what you got to use it as motivation. Listen, last thing he said was he'd be shocked if you go 4 rounds. Champ, you got to prove you got to prove him wrong. You got to run the road work, man. You got to do road work.
I'm putting the work in. This is all. I want them to think that. Every time these dudes call me for something, I don't give them everything I got so they can be terrified of me. It's hard for me to get a fight now at 300 plus pounds. You think they're really gonna give me a fight if I'm knocking everybody out in tip-top shape? Hell no, they scared now. So I just give them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little bit. And I ain't gonna lie, even when I fought Fury, the little 3 rounds we went, I didn't really give it to him all the way because I don't want to get tired. And I was fresh off of work, just coming out there just get that experience with him. I could have really turned it up. But I was just going around. It's like, dang, he ain't really nothing. I was just going around just to get the experience with it. I could have turned it up, but I didn't want to get tired.
Listen, just do not take advantage of this opportunity because, listen, I love what you did. You took advantage of a void in that heavyweight division. And you went out there and you used your own money to get to your position, and you've been given an opportunity, champ. Don't not take advantage of this, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't,
I'm all in.
Because there's more than this. Once you get that regular, the door is going to open up to so much more. Don't let this be, your last stop is all I'm saying.
No. I'm all in, man. I ain't going nowhere, man. Like I say, however it go, I'm still undefeated. You know what I mean? I'm still on the rankings. They be talking stuff about, he's not ranked no more. I can get on rankings whenever I want. But it's only worth making them phone calls and reaching out to them people if I got a fight coming up. So for this fight, they wanted me to be ranked. I'm ranked. Now what's up? I'm calling all bluffs. I'm going to sign the agreement. I'm ranked. I'm still undefeated.
Listen,
what's up? Right now, next week, whatever.
At the end of the day, September 26 is around the corner.
It's coming up. I'm ready. What I'm saying, they need to get their stuff together. I'm ready.
Yeah, but as the B side, you not a Don King fighter. Like Trevor Bryan is the one with the title, so you got to understand they gonna sleepwalk you until the last couple weeks. Then be like, yeah, the fight is on. You got to be training.
Listen, I'm ready. If they say, you know what, we found a date in August, let's do it. Knocking that fool out. Period.
All right. Well, listen, man.
Smoke.
I just wanted to give you the floor to definitely respond to what was said on the show because, that came left field for us. Like, how, what you mean he can't do 4 rounds? What's up? What's going on?
Listen, man, I ain't even going to get into it, man. I can't do 4 rounds. I do like 1 round. That's all I'm going to give them. So, they all they got to do is just tell them rush me, because I can only go one round. Or tell them to run for a round, and then maybe knock me out second round. That's all I'm going to give them. That's all I can do. I'm out of shape. I'm 300 plus. I just eat chili cheese fries all day, and I talk shit online. So they should be able to knock me out easy.
Listen, Champ, we riding with you over here. You know how it go, man. Listen, give out that social media so everybody can see that beautiful Phantom. And, brother, hit the road. Hit that road, man. Bryant ain't been in the ring in a long time. You got to capitalize off this opportunity.
Man, once I touch you, once he going, just one rib shot, he going down. But listen, I'm on Instagram at Chris Lovejoy _ Twitter, one Chris Lovejoy. Come check me out.
You already
Shout
know.
out,
Champ, man, we always appreciate you being accessible. Listen, road work.
Let's get it, Chris.
Enjoy the rest
Let's
of your
get
day,
it.
Champ.
I'm going to see y'all.
All right.
Let's get it, Champ.
Yeah.
Info Joe, we going straight to you in Cali, man. From one LA brother to another brother. Listen, you gonna have to bump into this guy, man. Make sure he doing what he got to do.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers?
What it do, champ?
Yo, Chris Lovejoy, man, we rooting for you out here in LA, man. Hit that road work, bruh. Hit that road work, man. I gotta find out where you at, man. I need to come in there hyping you up, man.
Word, man.
I need to be like what's that dude who used to
be with Haney?
Yeah. I need to be that dude. He hollered in his ear. What's up? Let's go, champ. Hey, man, I ain't got much, man. Great show, man. Everybody hit the thumbs up, man. Join Patreon, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. My guys is working. Yo, real quick, man. I went back and watched the Danny Garcia Porter fight, right? I ain't seen it since the day that the fight happened. And I had it for Porter that time. I went back and rescored it, man. I gave it to Danny, man, 7-5, man. Let me know if I'm tripping or not. Go back and rewatch it when you get a chance, man. But I scored it 7-5. That's all I got. Peace, gentlemen.
Peace, brother. Peace. Bet. Let's go out to...
Peace, Joe.
Chicago.
My town up in K-Town. Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Oh, what's up?
Steve, what up?
What up, Steve?
Good
That's a fire intro, man.
Good afternoon. Shout out to Dollar.
Shout out to Dollar.
Yep. Afternoon is right. I don't have much to say. Hey, are you guys gonna put a poll up for the upcoming fights for this weekend?
Yes. I need to send that to Ness, and I'll do that after the show.
Oh, you joined that committee with Joe and Mindy?
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm talking about the picks.
He's talking about the Grandmaster winner picks. That's what he's talking about.
Got it. I thought you were talking about the Patreons versus the host picks.
I just need a list. I just need a list of the ones that's going on official. If Joe send me that via Skype or text, Joe, you got my number. You can text me, which is simpler. And I'll put that out today before the fights. Cause don't we got fights tonight on Friday? Yes.
I thought they were this.
Oh snap! Ain't they happening
they're
right now in the
early.
UK?
Yeah, they're probably happening like in an hour or two.
That's crazy.
Let me go check.
Is there anything on there that I was dying to watch? Let me see. Damn, that's not on me.
Probably not.
That's not
the Terry
on me.
Harper.
Nah. That wasn't it for me. It was probably something else. Actually, not because it was like Fowler on. Everybody was in Ace. They was in cherry pie fights.
It's Terry Harper, Natasha Jones. That's the one that, and then Anthony Fowler's on the card too. I forgot. Oh, and Hopi Price. Hopi Price too.
Pie.
You hater.
Yo, let me see.
Yo, if we're not gonna do this live fight chat, you should at least put the throne chat on.
Which one you want to do? You really?
We'll just do the main event.
Oh, you talking about Natasha?
Yeah, we'll do the main event. I mean, we're gonna do the Fox card and then the FS. Yo, so by the way, did you know
Fox
that they're
card way
doing
better,
the?
champ. Fox card way better. Don't play.
No, I'm not saying it's not. Absolutely. All I'm saying is, did you know that they're doing the undercards on FS1?
Undercards FS1. No, what undercards
They're
to
doing.
who? To who?
So listen, they're gonna do the undercards on FS1, and then the main card is gonna get transferred over to Fox. There's this really good story on Vito Melenicki.
Yeah. He's from New Jersey. He's from my original gym where I first learned to strap it up. Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
Yo, he's got the baby face, bro. He just graduated high school.
I know his father. His father is Vito Melenicki, who is GH3 Promotions, bruh. Bruv.
Okay.
Listen.
So he's.
Listen,
I think he's.
Time
I
is
think
going
he's the
by,
main
bruh.
event of the FS1.
Time is going by. Like we
18
connected.
years
We
old,
know
bro.
connected people now. But yeah, Vito Melenicki's good. He signed a PBC. Not signed. He got the working relationship. You know what I mean? I doubt they signed him.
I think no, he's the co-main event. I think Miguel Fox and Lucas Santamaria is the main event, and then I think Omar Juarez is opening up the Fox card. I could be wrong. It could be only the title fights in the Fox card, but yeah, Vito's gonna be on the FS1 card, so we could do both those. And if we're gonna do those, then we should at the very least do the Throne boxing chat, because I love watching it with everybody, you know.
Well,
2:30 p.m. it starts.
Wow, yeah, that'll be difficult. Stone Bone Boxell.
What up?
Chilling.
Yeah, man. Jeff is funny, man. he flipped it on him real quick, man. I'm glad he didn't respond, man. I'm glad he just, pushed it under the bridge and continue to focus on what he's doing, because he don't need to mess up no relationships or even go into it with no trainer about nothing like that, man. Let's let it sit there. And it is like Trump just said, it is what it is, man. So just let it sit there. And who else do The Rock? I was about to say The Rock. Yeah, who else do Rock Nation got? I know they still got. I know Bomac them been trying to negotiate to get Mo Hooker out of that, so he can either do a Dazn or Top Rank deal. But they don't got much left, man. They need to just dissolve all these situations, take a little money, and leave these people alone. Ain't no point in them being around. They're not putting on shows. They're not really in full negotiations or none of that. They just come to you and say, all right, what y'all got to offer for my fighter to fight? It's not like they're pursuing offers. It's very suspect. They need to just go on and be done with it like they did Cotto. They don't got to pay these young guys. These young guys probably a pay to get out. So I don't know how Rock got out, but I know Mo and Bomac them looking at that right now, trying to see if they can get him a straight Dazn deal or Top Rank deal. So, but I want to see this kid, man. I think he the goods. I hope he motivated. Sometimes, like Shannon say, money can motivate you. Sometimes seeing greatness start to come in front of you can motivate you. Sometimes when you see your pathway to what you want, you can be motivated to take that run. So we'll see.
Yo, super chat from T Bonafide says TBV best boxing podcast out there. Fire emoji. Ness, is there any other ones that I missed? Because I'm not seeing. Did we do the Donald Banks? I don't think we did. Ness, I told you we can have it out here at Guerrero's Boxing Gym in Galt, California. Bro, let's make it happen out here. Coach Ben said it was cool.
You better ask him again because of COVID. But yo, tickets expensive to fly from Jersey all the way to Cali, bro. Especially that part
not
of
right
Cali.
now.
Yo,
bro, I got
what airport do you even land?
I got my. You want me to tell you how much I paid for my ticket round trip to Jersey?
You said $74.
$74.
That's insane.
Let
me tell you.
Well, the ticket was $74. We ended up paying more because
bags.
we did the hotel. We did the hotel combo.
Yeah, but the bags too, right? That had to be a bare ticket with no bags, nothing.
Listen, but that's what I'm saying is we got the package. It gave us a bag each, and then I think we get a discount on a card too. We didn't get it, but I think we can or something like that. I forgot.
I mean, you don't really need a car. It all depends on like if you're trying to go.
Well, I
Because if
don't
you're
want to
going
like.
into
I mean,
New
I
York,
know.
if
I
you're
know you're
going into
gonna.
New York, I mean, we'll talk about that off air. But if you're going to
Yeah,
New
yeah.
York, I'm centrally located. That you don't need a car. You'll be right in the train, and then you get to say you rode the train. Like that's what.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
I
I'm
want
not
to
a
ride the
tourist.
train.
See, I've never been a tourist. Like I'm not trying to go anywhere and take a picture in front of anything. Like that's
I
not my
I don't
thing.
even care about pictures. I just want to see. Like I want to see. You
Actually,
know.
I'm lying. If I ever make enough money where I could afford to go to Brazil, I will take a picture in front of that statue. Like, why not?
The Christ. What's it called?
I don't. That it was
The
Monte
Regal
Cristo.
Christ.
I believe it's
Something like
Monte
that.
Cristo. Definitely not
The
Christ.
giant Jesus that's looking over the
He's
city, right?
definitely not Jesus.
It's not Jesus.
He's definitely not. I don't think so. Google it. Let me get to the
Oh
super
shit! I
chat.
thought it was
T
Jesus.
Bonafide said, TBV, the best podcast out there with the fire emoji. Thank you so much for the kind palabras. Looking like, did we ever get to Brandon? I don't think you was available. You available now, or you just listening going once, twice, three times?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, Brandon didn't want to talk, so we gonna move on.
Can you hear me? I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yo,
we hear you. That's trolling.
I'm trolling you.
Yeah, that's funny. Nah, but Ness, man, you ain't shit, man. You an instigator, bro. But I like it, man. That was funny. But as far as the money, uh, I mean, ESPN would be a good spot for him, but we know with Andy Ruiz, they got a issue with fat guys who ain't dedicated. So I don't think they want to mess with him, especially after what the dude we had on the show said about him. Like he already hip to him, but he knows he's not focused. I don't think he's the type of fighter that fits well with the PBC model. He's not really a self promoter. Um, he needs a promoter. Like he needs somebody that's gonna speak for him because he ain't gonna speak for himself. And in order to really thrive in the Al Heyman, business model, you gotta kind of promote yourself. And he ain't like that. So I say go to the zone, man. Get some of that Eddie Hearn money. Eddie Hearn overpay cats sometimes, even to a point. A lot of them dudes over there are getting more than what they really worth. So if you want to go get some guaranteed bread, go over there and mess with Eddie Hearn. He got a nice little stable of heavyweights. Seemed like he take pretty good care of his fighters. I mean, Andre was in a similar situation, and Andre seemed to be doing well. Tevin Farmer went over there and started doing pretty well. Devin Haney, he eating good. Shit, he eating better than most of the prospects his age. So, like I said, I'd go mess with Eddie Hearn now if I was Darmani, but that's just my opinion. Y'all have a good one.
Champ, thank you. Keem, what up, Champ? You just slid in. Tell me you've been listening. You might as well jump in. You the last caller, Keem. Keem. I guess you just listening. We out. I'm letting you know right now, we out. We done. You the last one. It's over. Finito. All right. Yo, next GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Peace.
At Martin McGee on Twitter, at Martin McGee on Instagram. Yo, hit me up and shout out Luis Rivera, man. He hooking me up big time, bro. Shout out. Peace.
Peace.